Holy shit.
Haha, I found the right button. Oh god, no, I forgot the other thing. I swear we've done this before.
That's fine.
To be fair, I started opening it, but then I wanted to show, I need to show Jeanette the finished artwork for Sylvania. And, yeah.
Oh, right. I'm short.
Yeah, you're shorter.
Yeah. Also,
I wild magic.
This
It was wild magic, wasn't it?
This asshole used wild magic and fucking crit, and now I'm the tallest. I'm an elf, and I'm the tallest.
I lost 7 inches? Is that it?
I'm sorry. What?
I wild magicked, and I'd roll, and I was either going to gain height or lose height,
Oh, that's
depending
cool.
on what I rolled.
That's cool.
Yep.
Are you Annah height?
No,
No,
7
I'm-
inches shorter.
So I think I'm
Right,
5'7".
It was like 1 inch shorter than...
Yeah, you're like literally 1 inch shorter
Alright.
than me.
Fun thing. Alright, so welcome everyone. I swear I've done this before. Welcome to Roll for Severity, our homebrew D&D campaign. We stream our sessions live here every second Sunday at 5 p.m. PST, right here on twitch.tv/roll4severity. If you want to watch or re-watch previous episodes, subscribers do have access to those in the VODs immediately after they air. If you're not a subscriber, the episodes are uploaded to YouTube a week after they've initially aired. So you can find us over on YouTube under Roll for Severity, or there's a link somewhere down below the stream. Somewhere down there.
I'm not sure where.
It depends on what format you're watching my stream in, damn it. I'm Annah. I'm the DM for this campaign. I am joined by my lovely players who are along for this clusterfuck.
It's fine.
We've got not Nathan, we have Mel, we have Jimmy, and we have Jeanette. And we've got a couple of things to go over. One, we have a second campaign starting up, which will be being DM'd by the fabulous Miss Wolfinger. We have another cast of players who will be joining in on that. I am one of the players. I will try not to fuck up your campaign too much.
I don't believe that for
No
a second.
guarantees. I said try.
I'm actually really excited for
And
that.
fail.
Because I know 2 of the other people, and I love them very much. And some of them one of them in particular has taught me some of the best slogans and catchphrases that I use to this day. So,
Oh dear.
Yeah, we are. That campaign is starting up next Sunday, so join us here for that same time as this. So it's still at the 5 p.m. PST, and that will be running every second Sunday. So that will be on the in-between Sundays. And so yeah, I'm excited for that. That'll be a lot of fun. The other thing is each month we donate a portion of all income generated by Roll for Severity to charity. This includes that from direct donations, bits, subscriptions, sales from our store. This month's charity is... Oh shoot, I had it. Why is it not on my thing?
It's a new month.
Yay!
It is a new month.
it's March 1st.
They say in 20 days or so, it's going to be the first day of spring, y'all.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
I don't believe it!
We live in fucking Alberta.
It fucking snows. It snowed yesterday. You know the surrealness when, like, I have this beautiful orchid at home, and this orchid has, like, 11 blooms on it right now. It looks very gorgeous, and I have it next to the window, and outside is winter. Furious, snowing winter.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
It is the BC Children's Hospital Foundation.
Ooh.
Fine. It is. That is the... I should have had all the... I had all this written down somewhere, but apparently I did not say that. Fancy that. But yeah, it's the BC Children's Hospital Foundation is our charity for March, and they can be found at their website, which is bcchf.org, or on Twitter at bcchf, BC Children's Foundation. And we also have our store up. I'll be adding in Sylvania's artwork now that I've gotten the final approval for it. And that should be going up within the next couple of days. Actually, where is that? Because I can actually pull up that image.
You can show it to
You can
everyone.
show it.
To everyone. If I can find things correctly. Should have planned all this beforehand.
It's It's what? Sunday?
It's fucking Sunday.
Why
There
won't
we go.
this turn on? Why won't this turn on? Out there, there we go.
Wrong
I'm
button.
not the only one having issues today.
Pushing the volume button.
There we go. We have Sylvania's artwork up and done with cat or dog the robot cat that was
Dog
supposed to be
the
an
robot
octopus.
cat.
Dog the robot cat that was supposed to be an octopus. Yes. This artwork was done by me.
Yeah!
The artwork that we have for the rest of the characters was done up by Comics Inc. You can find her on Facebook or on Twitter at Comics Inc. Now to my players. What the fuck happened last time?
Last time!
I shrunk.
Yeah,
But
you
before
got-
There was a fight on a bridge.
Yeah, before that, we had a fight on a bridge. There were crazy crab creatures everywhere.
Critics are
Crew
all over
things
the place.
everywhere. Did you remember that time when a 5-foot square became a 15-foot square? That was great. Remember when we found out that the only one who could shoot at super long range was Kay? That was great. Until those fuckers got within 60 feet of us that we were able actually to do actual damage.
And then we still just pretty much ran away.
Yeah, we pretty much just ran away. There were so many of them.
Oh yeah, they just kept swarming on from the back of the bridge.
Yeah.
So did everyone die?
No. So there were a bunch of creatures, and they would move. Luckily, because the square had gone from 5 feet to 15 feet, they would only move like 2 squares, and we would. So there was a time there where
We would all move.
we would move 2 squares, and then they would move 2 squares, and then they would move another, and so
Cutting
but
them back to the city.
you know,
essentially.
basically heading back to the city. So we did our best to stall them, or really just take out as many as we could, until eventually the dwarven
We ran inside.
We
and
ran
the army-
inside.
And the army took care of the problem.
and the
Ah,
army
that
came and took
answers
care of the
that.
problem. Yes.
All right.
So I managed to light one on fire with flaming sphere, so I felt pretty good about that.
The flaming butt plug. Yep.
You managed to make a Molotov cocktail.
Yeah, you made a
and throw it at
Molotov
dwarf
Threw it at a
I
dwarf.
threw it at a door.
Who caught it
Who caught it?
and then threw it again.
Like out of the air, like, what's it for? Oh! Fucking
Looks at it, realizes on fire.
tosses again.
Yeah, you failed the roll to actually like
Failed
throw
the
it to where
roll.
you're aiming, and then I was like, okay, roll me a d20 because there was NPCs that where it was gonna end up, and they rolled a 20 on that.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay,
That's
they're
awesome.
catching it instead of getting hit in the face. Then
Yeah.
got it.
Other things that happened. Zugink was called away to the vast north.
We're not sure where she went. We're very
She
sad.
didn't leave a memo or a
Oh,
note.
disappeared into the night.
Well, she tried to leave a memo, and then he wasn't very good. He's like, oh, she went north somewhere
Yeah,
after
you
giving a
didn't give them-
specific place.
You
Yeah.
didn't give them much information.
Well, I at least gave him the mountains.
I wrote a letter. I wrote a letter to Zugink, and I left it at the inn we were staying. If she ever comes back, so
And then we went to the highway.
yeah.
And we went to go take transportation from one dwarven city to the other dwarven city.
And then you were run over
Yeah.
by a gnome.
And yeah,
Yeah.
then we were terrified to meet a very ecstatic gnome.
Who apparently saw our antics on the bridge and went, them. I choose
I wa-
them.
They're crazy and they don't mind death. This should be fine.
Oh, so we were adopted by a gnome.
Yeah.
Well, the
Yeah.
gnome was given instructions on who could help her solve the blueprint. And the instructions were find people who have no sense, or who are crazy, and have no sense of self-preservation.
And that's us.
Not due to lack of trying, but
Quote
like
unquote. Theo went, oh, damn.
Kay tried to immediately leave the bridge with everybody else, but Theo yelled at him to go and fight the crew thing.
Believe my words were,
apparently.
pick up a fucking bow and shoot Kay.
Because we all left all of our weapons in
Yeah,
the
we
hotel
didn't have
rooms,
weapons.
so we
We
had
went to watch the
to.
fireworks.
Firefly only has 120-foot range.
Yeah. I'm very sorry. Anna is not good
Neither was
at long
Theo.
range.
I was efficient. I murdered things.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
He
So-
burned all his spell slots on the bridge. Use the entangling or the what was it?
My Hail
Hail
of
of
Thorns.
Thorns?
Yeah, Hell of Thorns.
Yeah, my Hail of Thorns was really efficient at murder. when it went off.
Yeah.
Yep. And the great thing about this too is you burned all your spell slots on the bridge using Hail of Thorns. No wild magic surges. You get on a cart and just. I wonder what happens if I cast Protection Against Good and Evil on myself and you wild magic surge.
Yep. Because I didn't know what was going on with the gnome, and I had recently learned new magics, and I'm like, I wonder, is this creepy thing growing on my arm good or evil? Let's find out.
Oh, I was doing experiments with them, and that's why he did that.
Yes, she was doing experiments on them, so I got curious. I'm like, maybe this is good or evil. Let's find out. And then Magic Surge, I shrunk.
And you still don't know.
Maybe
if it's good or
height is
evil.
No. It is neither good or evil. That's the one thing I did learn. Whatever is causing me to grow spines is not good or evil. Or at least it exists. So there's the thing. And then as punishment, I lost 7 feet.
7 inches, not
7
7 feet.
He does like you are.
7 feet, you are an ant!
I'm a wee baby tiny person.
No, that's a different wild magic surge.
It's probably less permanent magic surge.
Or it's just getting that magic surge over and over and over again.
Oh God.
Deny everything.
So, but we've essentially have arrived in Dognir.
Yeah, the group just arrived in Dognir as... so as you reach the end of the tunnel, you find yourself in that large circular chamber lined on the walls, similar to over in Stoneforge. There's the various statues of different dwarven pantheons, heroes, all of that. At the far end of the room is a pair of large metal gates. There's large stone golems that are kneeling in front of them. And then there's guards positioned near the gate, and as with Stoneforge, you see some of the dwarves bounding about, clipboards in hand, approaching each group as they're entering or exiting the city. So as your group is walking forwards, one of them runs up to you and, "Top of the morning, you're in," and just kind of looking over the, what was it? Unusual group.
Not from around here.
What's your business in the city?
Well, first, I'd like to know if those golems can move.
Well, yes. They wouldn't be a golem if they couldn't move. At that point, they're just a statue.
Good point. Do they move often?
Yeah, when we tell them to.
We're here
How
for
often do you tell them
sightseeing.
to?
When we need to. Sorry, what was that?
Sightseeing.
Okay. It's strange to have a bunch of services said, let's go sightseeing in the Dwarven City.
To be
Well, as
fair,
you
we
can-
were in the other dwarven city first.
We just came.
You did come from Stoneforge. So.
Yes, we came from Stoneforge. And as you can see, I have my friend here is very enthusiastic about golems and statues.
Well, no, this is the first time I've talked about golems.
She's very enthusiastic about golems.
Roll a deception check.
Oh, let me see here. Deception, you say? Oh, that is a 13.
Okay. He's giving you kind of a little bit of like, what the fuck? Oh, also.
I'm just dragged around.
So you're sightseeing. How long you plan on seeing in the city?
Probably only a couple of days,
At the most.
at the most.
Well, keep yourselves at the travel. I'll get your names quickly, all this time.
Sylvania.
Scribbles down.
Theo.
Scribbles down.
Anna?
You're a strange one. Scribbles down. I don't think I've seen a purple person before.
I keep calling her a not goblin. Apparently, she's a.
She's,
I wrote this down. I don't remember.
she's a Verdan.
I'm a Verdan.
Verdan. That one.
Which is technically a not goblin, so you're right. Keep calling me that.
And the tall one.
Okay.
He was taller when
I
we
didn't
started
ask
this
you, okay,
journey.
asked your name.
I already told you, so...
His name is Kay.
Okay.
Just,
Yeah, what
Is
do
that-
you want? What else do you want from me?
I have to question, is that K a Y, or is that just K?
I'd spell it okay, but the O is silent. Hey, that's how I've been spelling it this whole time. Please tell me that's how it is. oh man, I have egg on my face. All right.
Cannon!
at the Silken Tavern as well?
The Silken Tavern. Yeah, of course. And he goes and he walks over towards the gate a little bit and he points up. And you can see off on one of the ledges there's a very, very simple looking stone structure, but hanging off it are several very elaborately decorated silken banners.
Sweet. Okay.
I'll be right up there.
Thank you. Very helpful. We have friends there.
We do?
Yeah. Maybe?
Maybe?
They might help us out.
All right, then. We'll head there. Then.
We have people who we've encountered previously.
You have people whose families.
Whose family.
Yeah.
And family is important to dwarves.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
We'll head there, then. Are we good?
Yeah.
Are we clear to go?
Free to go.
No more frisking? Perfect.
Well, if you think this is a
No,
friskin...
no. None of that. Wasn't sure if it was like a customs deal, if you had to go through the metal detectors and
Hands up.
you know, with your hands up, we have the body scan done. No.
Be like a detect magic detector.
I'm going to hand Maverick, our
Yeah.
driver,
Yeah, my friend.
an extra gold coin and apologize for whatever we were.
You kind of walk up and you have to tap him on the shoulder to get his attention. And
I hand him a gold coin and I apologize for whatever it is we were. And thanks for driving us.
not a problem. Takes that and sticks that in his coin pouch. Have fun in the city. Turns and climbs back onto his cart, and he's just kind of sitting there waiting for his next customers, essentially. So as you pass through the gate of the city itself, you find yourself on a wide road that just stretches over this massive chasm, just turns into this massive bridge, essentially, over this chasm. And in Stoneforge, coming through the main gate, you were essentially at the highest point of the city, and you were looking down on it. And when you went into the Varkin Tunnel, which is the tunnel they took from Stoneforge to Dognir, you were at the lowest point of the city, outside of something like the mines. Whereas here, exiting out of the Varkin Tunnel, you're actually kind of in the midpoint. And so looking up and down, you're seeing the city just expanding in both ways. The cavern walls are lined with building after building that are entrenched into the rock itself. And then there's walkways that encircle the walls as well. Looking up and down, you can see bridges that are spanning overhead over top of this chasm. And the center point of the city is more or less a network of these different bridges connecting between the different zones. And there's some shops and all that kind of stuff that are built onto these as well. But there are just hundreds of bridges spanning across the area. Beneath lays the city core, and just sprawling out into the rocks below. The air itself is fairly warm. There's a bit of smell of forge smoke mixing in with the kind of earthy sense of the mountain. It bites at your nose a little bit, but looking at it, you can see several of the forges down below that are clearly in full swing at the moment. Some of that smoke being caught and pulled off into airways that seem to just exit out into the mountain.
Is there still like a roof, or if we look all the way up,
If you look up, there's still the mountain over top.
okay,
They haven't tunneled up into just open air.
okay,
But the city does extend further up as well.
okay.
As with Stoneforge, there is the bioluminescent fungi that is growing across the walls, Gidrachia. And pillars with glass orbs containing that are spread throughout the city. And also, coming off of some of the ledges, you can actually see just waterfalls essentially cascading down that are mixing in with pools and other levels that then carry on. Various waterways essentially traversing throughout the city. Near the center of the city, there is a tall castle-like structure that stands out. A large bridge stretching over a wide river that flows around both sides of it. And flanking either side of this bridge are large dwarven statues, large hammer in hand, as if standing guard over this keep. So as you've entered the city of Dogmere, what are people doing?
Well, what should our plan be?
What was our plan again?
Oh, yes. Do you remember I told you on the way that we are kind of tracking down a old dwarven...
Oh, yes, you said they were banished. If they were banished, wouldn't they not be in a dwarven city?
Maybe. We are still gathering clues.
Do you think maybe we can go to Dogmere's Grand Center Hall and look for information?
Remember how difficult it was to get into the heart of the mountain the last time?
No, I just did some paperwork to become a dwarf and they let me right in.
That wasn't the heart of the mountain, Anna. That was the reception hall.
That's true.
We had to almost die.
You got to go into the heart of the mountain. They don't let me in there.
Yeah, it was a thing.
We
it
had-
wasn't that
it-
special.
it-
They made me wear very short clothing, which I guess would fit nicely
Fit
now.
nice now.
How hard is it to almost die here? Let's
Yes,
just
very
hope-
true. We had to almost
Is
die.
that on your to-do list?
No.
To almost
that's-
die.
That's probably super easy. If you jump off one of these bridges, you'll probably either die or almost die.
I'll pass, but you are
Thank
correct.
you. Thank you for that lovely image. Who do we have at the Silken Who do we have? What friends do we have at the Silken Tavern?
The family, the Brewster family,
Who are they again?
they own the Castaway Tavern in Amonodel. And
Oh.
I'm going out on a limb that they're a well-known family whose blood ties run real deep. This is all I got. These are the leads.
I think the other thing that we should probably do is.
I mean, the reason we came here was because it was on the
I still have a sketch of our friend too.
Sweet. Okay, that's good.
Which
Because
friend?
you two got busy drawing Bravik.
Bravik, yes. As I go back,
And
I-
remember, we only have the rubbing of the amulet,
yes,
Yes.
but we.
At it.
because Zugink left with it.
Can- I'm gonna take the time to make several copies of that rubbing. Wait, no. We also have this.
Yes.
Which has
So
the...
this has the amulet insignia.
Yes.
So we are okay. Damn it, Zugink. I'm dry.
I'm sure she. I'm not really sure. I hope she had a reason, but I think.
Was that the bugbear?
Yes, we had a bugbear friend.
Yes, I saw the bugbear. That's how I decided you were crazy.
You saw the bugbear?
Yes.
When we were fighting on the bridge.
Oh yes.
Yes, because you guys passed by. You were hanging out with the bugbear, so I decided you were crazy.
You know what? I'm not.
What way did the tavern? what way did he say the tavern was? This way.
It was up there.
I'm gonna
But
leave.
before you leave, as I quickly grab you, I think it's a good idea to possibly put out some feelers, see if anyone might have any information on this symbol, but do it covertly because we've all learned that this is the symbol of a crazy dwarven cult family.
Can I get my hands on one of those?
On a crazy dwarven family?
No, on one of the
Close to me.
symbols.
Yeah.
You can look with your eyes.
So look with your eyes. Also, I will try to redraw once we get to the tavern, because yes, we should go there. You obviously have ties there. I will try to redraw the image a couple times so that we have more than just a rubbing.
Because I'm K. I want to know if there are any portals nearby. There is a single portal in this city. Well, actually, it's very much dependent. It has to be within 1 mile of me. So, I mean, a 1 mile radius is reasonably large. That's probably not the entire city. I don't.
It's not the entire city.
But it's the good center of the city.
Yeah. Roll me a d20.
Let's find out. It's a 10.
You sense a portal, but you know it's not a portal to the Fey realm.
Well, that's strange.
What's strange?
Apparently there's a magical portal in the city.
Ah.
This is a giant
How do you know
city.
that?
History check.
Lots of wizardy dwarves.
Gotta roll a history check.
Well,
What are you trying to history check?
The city.
to apparently learn.
Yeah.
Do I? Oh, well, I can detect any portal within the direction. In what direction is it from where we are? Is it like direct center of the city, or is it like?
It's in the giant castle-like building.
Perfect. That's what I wanted to know.
Yeah, like you're standing like you have to look over the bridge and you're like, it's essentially below us. So it's somewhere within a mile that way.
Excellent. Yeah. My lovely gnome friend, whose name
Sylvania.
keeps escaping me.
Sylvania.
Sylvania. Right. Thank you, Theo. I was born in the Fae. Well, no. I was raised in the Fae. That's a long story. Anyways, I can tell where dimensional holes are, like portals. There's one directly below us.
Oh, cool. Is it to the Fae?
I know. But it exists.
I've never been there.
It seems super suspicious because we're in a dwarven city, and there haven't been any
It's in the
portals in dwarven cities since I recently acquired this ability. So I'm going to assume it's weird.
Curious, how would I have gone to the continent? Would have been through a portal.
No,
No.
you'd have taken a boat.
Okay.
Does my
Roll me
does-
d20.
I was gonna say, does my 14?
5.
The boat may or may not have caught on fire at least once on your trip.
Oh boy. I rolled a 14 for a history check.
And what were you history?
I was kind of history checking the city itself. I could probably focus it entirely on the castle, but I called out the city itself before I did my roll.
So you're just trying to see like what you know about the city.
Yeah.
One moment. That's the page I need. So within, like, from, you know a little bit about dwarven history.
Mm-hmm.
The mountain that you're currently in is the Boggerval Mountain. And that is the mountain in which the city of Dogneer is encased.
Mm-hmm.
It is the oldest of the 3 major dwarven cities within the Antrak Mountains.
Hmm.
And it has been standing for several thousand years.
Hmm.
It is one of the Stoneforge, you know, had changed over to having a dwarven council,
Yeah.
whereas Dogneer still has a king.
Oh, yeah.
And you remember from mentions of the Nellic Wars that originally all the dwarven cities had their own king, and the Nellic Wars took place when Kyotera was attempting to force having a or everyone basically responding to the Kyoteran Grand Council,
Okay.
as the seat of government for the continent as a whole.
Okay.
So, in theory, would that mean the king was either around for, or at least would be knowledgeable of the potentially banished clans?
The Nellic Wars had taken place over 700 years prior, so the current Dwarven king would not know, would not have any direct knowledge of
Firsthand.
that. Yeah.
But he
Good.
there might be records or something.
This is the oldest city. I would assume that if this was an old dwarven clan, that they would probably have roots, or at least hints of being here.
Also, dumb thought, maybe, because there's multiple planes, maybe the way that the crazy dwarven magical people that may or may not exist, except for that one guy that we met that one time, maybe the reason why no one can find them is because they're not in this plane.
I don't think so, but I like it.
Hey, let me catch up here. Are you suggesting that they all went to hell?
I hope so.
Potentially?
I mean,
I only know of 2 planes. This one and the Fae. But objectively speaking, based on the fact that that portal leads to neither of these 2 places, that I know of, that implies there are more.
How do you know it doesn't lead to this place? Maybe it just leads to another place here.
I would probably notice more than one portal.
Well, I don't mean in the same city, but like maybe another city.
Because it'd be familiar.
Okay.
You also know that within how is it? The primary industries for Dogneer have been weapons, armor, metals, tools, stones, or stuff like that. Their primary imports is food.
No. We probably don't want to stay here long then, or food is going to be real expensive.
That makes sense. Alright then. I obviously convey that information to everyone.
Well, we're off to a tavern.
That you're going to
Yeah.
the Silken Tavern?
Yep.
Yeah.
Things.
Was that what it was called?
That's what Anna has written down.
On several pages from first session. So, it does not mean it's correct. It just means it's what I heard or figured. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was the Silken Tavern.
Was the Silken Tower above us or below us?
Lois.
Up.
Up. Okay.
Yes, because I want to go down. But we have to go up first.
I don't think you're going to be able to get into a dwarven keep.
I mean, that doesn't mean I'm not going to try for Anna's sake. Because she wants to know. We all want to know about the symbol, so why not try to ask the only people that might know?
Let's go have a talk first. And
What if we just made like 1,000,000 copies of that symbol and then threw them off the bridge? And then wrote on it somewhere, like, contact us.
I don't know if I like that plan either.
The only reason I don't like that plan is I don't want to get murdered.
Yes.
Otherwise, I would like to poster his face and these things all over the city.
Yes.
What? Who would get murdered for throwing things at people?
Well, littering
These
for
people
one.
are dwarven. They're not nice people, and I don't think we want them.
So what? They like litter or something?
No, they kill people.
They litter
That's
the ground
that's
with
really
bodies.
not nice.
No, it's not nice at all.
Why do they kill people? Are they
I-
like sworn enemies or something?
Have a
Yes.
Yes.
That's exactly it.
I have a
They
feeling.
were banished.
Yep, they were banished. I have a feeling they're dwarf supremacists. They slayed a whole village. They may have spiritual power on their side. And I'm still not convinced that the one that we helped escape from a tunnel wasn't planning on setting all of those Kuzniks up to the city. So
Theo's really suspicious of everyone.
it happens when you live.
Are you
Life?
an investigator?
No, I'm not an investigator.
Oh.
I just am mistrustful. Anyway, let's go to the tavern and talk about things.
Forward, ho!
Alrighty. So the group moses on up towards the Silken Tavern. And as you go through the front door, like you walk up and like outside, like there's once again like very ornate silk banisters hanging down. And as you walk in, there are banners hanging down. And as you walk in, the inside is a very nice area. They've got like plush couches sitting in like the lobby area. You can see a bar not too far in that's very, very well kept. And you can see a dwarf, fairly orange beard, standing behind it, and he's in the process just wiping down the counter as you walk in. There's a kind of like a little reception desk right at the front as you walk in as well, and you see a very plump female dwarf there. She's got a bit of an orange beard as well, much shorter though than the fellow behind the bar. And as you walk in, she looks up to you and, "Oh, welcome to the Silken Tavern. What can I get you?
Anna.
What's your preferences for the night?"
So, remembering back to Zugink's friend that I met, the dwarf, who told me how to say, rounds on me, I'm going to procure a gold coin and go really loud, louder than that, but the thing that he showed me how to do.
How's her pronunciation?
Oh, she didn't say anything. It was quite like pull cold coins.
Yeah.
Like,
And so, how many people are in this tavern first?
Oh God, no!
Shit.
You just did the symbol without checking.
I sure
this is gonna
did.
cost.
How boned am I? How much gold
it
do
is
I have?
later on into the evening at the moment, so there's a fair bit of people in the tavern. There's probably about 12 or 13 people just like sitting around in the bar area at the moment.
All right. How much is
Yeah,
ale?
bottom around.
Everyone's drinking tonight.
And as you do that, she's like, "Oh, yes then, okay." Hey, didn't mean to talk to him, and he'll be able to set you up. And so.
Well,
Let
at
me
least
grab-
Anna has money to spend.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
It really depends on how much.
Yeah.
It depends on how much the beer you're buying is.
The bottomest of the barrelist.
One order of your cheapest beer for everyone.
Yeah.
That's usually how it goes.
Well, let's see.
Well, it's better than buying everyone around at the Kraken.
No.
What, are you trying to kill the bar? Like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Kraken.
You don't even get past the first sip. No.
Sometimes the smell knocks you out.
So it'd be 5.5 gold.
5.5 gold. I will gladly part with that right now.
That's not terrible.
It's not
actually.
terrible.
It's not parrot, yeah.
I was worried for you for a moment.
50 gold! What? Yeah.
Fun.
But so he's like, pass the gold over and we'll get everyone hooked up with the round. And once you pass over the gold, and he goes and he's like counting the people in the tavern, and then just goes sets a whole bunch of the tankards on the counter, grabs the cask, plunks it up on his shoulder, and just tapping off from the sitting on his shoulder, just tap off into the tankards and just going one after another down the line.
Did Anna pay for the rest of us to have beer, or just them?
I will add for everyone.
I included like everyone.
Perfect.
Cool.
So everyone's around. You ever run a beer?
I push it to Anna and Kay.
I like pick
Now
up
you're
mine.
getting
I'm like,
Kay to drink. This is.
I'm regularly told not to drink this.
All
stuff.
right, Kay's gonna take both ecstatically, and he's gonna be very happy with his 2 jugs of beer.
As he's finished pouring all these, he goes up. Our lovely little friend here has brought everyone around. Come grab a tankard and have your seats. And a whole bunch of the dwarves kind of cheer and hustle on over and grab the tankard and mosey back to their seats, and a bunch of them patting you on the back.
Yeah. I'm gonna climb up on a stool and hold my tankard and say, "To Zugink!" And then start.
They're kind of, and then take a swig.
I grab a thing of water. Yes!
Okay. Great, now that that's done, setting the tone.
Oh, well. Anna knows how to make friends, apparently.
Booze and dwarves mix.
She knows how. So, I'm going to pull out the well-drawn picture of Bravik. I'll go up and I'll be like, hi there, sir. Now that you've finished your thing. We are looking for someone. Does this dwarf, it's a long shot, but does this dwarf look familiar at all? And I slide the picture across.
He takes the picture and... Doesn't look like anyone that I've seen show up here.
No?
He passes it back.
Do you know where would be a good idea to maybe, I don't know, have this checked out to see if someone could? It's very important that we find this individual.
Guard outpost probably your best bet on that.
Who?
The guard outpost.
Guard outpost.
And that being said, I haven't seen them. But even if I had, I can't diverge clientele.
Clientele? Anna, what kind of crazy place have you brought us to?
He needs patrons?
It's-
Patrons?
We'll call them that, yeah. Patrons!
It's anyone he does business with.
And he kind of looks over the party and just like, do you know what kind of place you're in?
Oh no!
Hey, so, are you the Bremster family?
Aye.
Great. Your family from the Castaway Tavern told me to give you their regards, and we're
Oh,
here.
you're so grimace.
Oh yeah, he's a great guy. Got real loaded from him.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt he's got some good ale up there.
Sure does. So you have a wonderful family there up in Odell.
God bless Theo's face right now.
And this is our first stop in Dognear, and we're just really excited to be here. Sorry, what is it you do?
Well, I run the tavern portion. My wife over there, and he points to the lady behind the counter. Gloria tends to the rest of the business. And
Anna, there's a name. The name is
old are ya?
Silken Tavern. Silken. What do you think Silken means?
There were silk banners on the outside.
Yes.
aye, there were.
Okay.
Kay is going to finish one tankard
What
and
color?
get started on the next.
What color is the
Roll
Silken
contact.
Tavern? What color is
Is
this?
this all still flying over Sylvania's head? I'm just like,
Oh, wait,
this is good
sorry.
beer.
This is good beer.
Theo,
21.
I think this is where you hold hands.
I doubt it's just. I doubt
Well,
it's
if you
just
want to
holding
hand,
hands.
But usually people will pay for a bit more than that.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, like you
dear.
really
To
hold hands.
That seems like a weird thing to pay for.
Yeah, but like it's severe hand
It's not
holding.
holding. It's not severe hold handing.
It's not severe hold handing.
Anna, earmuffs. Earmuffs him.
Why are
Real
you
quick.
earmuffsing me?
Because you're the youngest one here. How old are you?
Climb up on
22.
the stool.
Doesn't matter. He's the youngest. This is a
And
place
I'm the
where you
one that's
practitioner people.
probably dealt with most more of this than
This is-
everybody else.
I don't care where you came from. You're with us now. This is you pay people to have sex here
Why would you do that?
because
Because some
sometimes
people
you're
can't
lonely.
get it for free.
So yes, you can't get it for yes.
I'm really glad when I said first rounds on me, it didn't mean that.
You did it to the bar
Oh,
portion.
no.
It's okay.
This is the bar. Yes, you did the bar
Sorry,
person.
you did it to the bar potion. It's okay.
Could have been.
Well, that's why you did the click,
Yeah,
which
the
is the
goal.
money part. This is for the beer part.
Well done.
Hoo-wee.
Well, we know Bravik doesn't come to this establishment.
Actually, what was specifically said was that even if he did, our lovely proprietor here isn't gonna tell us, cause that's wrong.
Well, he could have come and had just a. What am I saying? Who would come here for just a drink?
Us?
Kay is casually finishing off his second tankard.
Hey, roll me a con save.
Yeah. 15.
Okay, you're still fine.
You're alright.
Ugh.
Kay shrunk, and now but he became, he's capable of handling his alcohol better now that he's smaller, apparently. That's not at all how that works, but that's how it's rolling.
Magics.
Magics. Well,
So we have the guard post as a lead.
darn.
We have your portal as an obsession.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested in the portal.
But also, if we need more information on a group of people that have been exiled, we should probably go to a scholarly place?
Library.
Library,
Well, we know
giant fortress,
We
you know.
about them already. It's just a matter of trying to find them now.
That's true.
So we don't we have probably we have the most information that we're ever probably going to get on them. Also,
Possibly. because
So-
we don't know how well the cities talk, right?
that's true.
And
Actually, you had asked them when you had gone down, because you were asking about when like if a clan is exiled, does that communicate out to the other clans?
Yes.
That kind of stuff. That kind of communication was done.
Yes, no. Like, we remembered that, but, like, not necessarily would there have been mention of that so-and-so was sighted. Or things like that. We know they're part of an exiled clan, for sure, and everyone knows that part. But that's kind of, well, okay, not everyone knows that part. The records know that part. But outside of that, it's kind of vague on information.
So you want to discreetly tell the right people that a member of the exiled clan might have been spotted in Stoneforge?
More or less.
Yeah. I think going to the guard post for that would still be a good place to start. Additionally, we can maybe even ask if something weird is afoot, because...
Yeah, feet are weird.
You know.
I'm not really comfortable talking about my feet, especially because I'm so much closer to them than I used to be.
What is our
I'm much
barkeep's
closer to
name
most people's
again?
feet than most people are.
Sorry, what was that?
The name of the gentleman that the barkeep, I've already forgotten it.
Virik.
Virik. Thank you.
Virik. Virik.
V-I-R-I-K.
Virik. Bar. Circle. All right.
Silken Tavern.
Last
Is
question.
This is...
Good job.
There's a
DM.
fucking what? Also, is there... I quickly just poke my head out. Is there a red frickin' lamp on the front?
Yes. The banners, the banners hanging from the tavern itself are also red.
I look down the street. Is it all red?
No.
We're not in the red light district. We're just at a brothel that's front end is a bar. I mean, actually, that seems like a reasonably valid and perfectly logical way to go. Get people drunk, and then go from one to the other, or from the other to one. Get them to pay all of the money. People do strange things.
Aye, they do.
Humans and dwarves are all strange. Okay. What are we gonna do?
What time is it?
It's late evening.
We should probably find a place to
Yes.
set up base.
Virik, do you have rooms here without people in them already? Sorry, I don't want to seem insensitive. That didn't come out right. Is there a place we could stay for the night here?
Do
Or
we
do you-
need to procure
Lodging elsewhere.
other people, or can we stay here, or if we stay here, am I going to hear thumping in the night?
Well, you're not going to hear much in the way of thumping. The rooms are fairly soundproofed.
It's good to know. It's good to know.
That being said, the rooms are primarily for those procuring the additional services.
We're
of the
going
night.
somewhere
Fair enough.
else.
Are there any
Additional
other
services?
Brexters?
That doesn't
No.
include breakfast?
No, that means sex, Sylvania. You need to have sex if you want to stay here.
Well, you don't require to have sex, but you do require the...
Oh, I'm sorry.
Let's get into the
Let's say, oh, you're not required to have intercourse. Oh, but you can still do what? Everything else that falls under? Do you have a menu? No, actually, don't show me the menu. I don't want to see it.
Kay is gonna slowly, like, back away, like, get up and casually walk towards the door because all the talk of sex is reminding him of, like, him becoming 18 and the reason he believes he was poofed from existence because everyone wanted to bang him, apparently. Because the Feywilds
The
are
Feywilds get
weird.
fucked up.
Bear guys get fucked up, yeah.
Well, no, the Fey get fucked up. The Feywilds are just crazy.
Where would you recommend?
It depends on what you're looking to be paying. If you're looking for somewhere dirt cheap, then you'd probably be looking for the 6 feet under.
Middle of the road, please!
6 feet under, that doesn't sound like a good place to go.
No, that sounds like a coffin. Next.
There is the Chiseled Nook, which that's going to be your kind of the middle of the rung tavern, or in nearest here. And then there is the Mountain Respite.
Oh, we've already been there, done that.
That
Sensing a
respite.
chain.
That sounds, yeah.
Oh yeah, they've got a high-end establishment in most of the dwarven cities.
Well,
At least
go-
most of the major ones.
Do you know the direction to the Chiseled Nook? Up, down?
Keep following down the road about 7 or 8 minutes, and then it'll be on your left.
Excellent. Let's go that way.
Final question.
No final answer.
Fair enough. I'm looking for some shady people What's the shadiest place in Dogmere that you can think of?
Probably under a house. That's very shadowy.
She's not wrong.
She's a very smart person. That's why we keep her here. Very smart. Still asking.
We're all gonna either get indebted to someone like super sketchy or get hired to assassinate someone. This is gonna be swell.
No, your business is your own, and I'm not going to ask you any questions because I don't want to fucking know. But if you're looking for the denizens of the lower regions, I'd advise going and inquiring around the rum bucket.
Rum bucket. Thank you.
Ooh, rum.
Is that a big bucket of rum?
I would hope so.
You can get it.
That sounds delicious.
Is it like the fishbowl drinks at Boston Pizzas?
More or less.
Awesome.
Just
It's
straight
a literal
rum.
bucket.
Just straight rum. It's delicious.
You've been an absolute delight, my friend. When I
You
get
as well. And he reaches over the counter to shake your hand.
shake hand. When I get back to Em and Odell, I will check out your family and let them know how cool you were.
Be very appreciated.
All right.
Let's head out. Thank you for your time. I will not shake your hand. I'm not sure where they've been. I leave.
Anna, are you okay? You didn't ask the newest dwarf you met how to say a new thing.
You're right. I was just so excited about doing my own languagey thing. You're right. That is weird.
Oh,
But
my
it's too
goodness.
late now. We're already out.
Something is so strange.
We just left a dwarven brothel.
Do you want to go back in?
No, I don't want to go back in. I'm just wrapping my head around it.
My curiosity makes me
Have you
want to go
never
back
been?
in.
No!
Have you never been to a brothel before?
It's not that I've never been to a brothel.
My best friend lived in one for the longest time.
I don't... Well, that is a lot to unpack.
We hung out so often. It was fascinating.
That, again, is a lot to unpack.
I mean,
What
where
are
are
you
you gonna put it
unpacking?
all?
I meant unpacking as in like a metaphor, as in there's like, there's a lot of history, there's a lot of questions, there's a lot
Feelings.
of
about around it.
feelings, there's a lot
Why
of...
didn't you say any of those things?
Because I felt like they didn't get my point across.
But I lost your point.
It's okay, sweetie. You'll pick it up one day, I think. Off we go!
I like to imagine we're being followed by these assholes, and they're just like, they're all coming out of a brothel. Like, I gotta report back.
What the
fuck?
fuck? We don't joke.
This is swell. This is great.
To be fair, if you're gonna ask somebody, hey, yo, when there's some shady shit, yo, I also would, oh no, actually, let's not do that. You would ask someone in a brothel because there's one thing people like to do. It's,
Commit shady shit. in a
well, no, it's
brothel.
not commit shady shit, but if you're paying for a person's time and that person is, very good at that job, you're gonna try and show off. So, good call.
Anyways, to the chiseled nook.
The chisel nook. I do appreciate that, because you've been like, gonna go to the Sunken Tavern, go to the Sunken Tavern, and never once did it occur to you, this is gonna be a brothel.
No, it never did.
No, well,
I thought silken is like the seats are smooth.
not gonna lie.
Well, they are very smooth in
She
there.
fucking came in with, what's your fancy? And I went, ding, ding, ding. That's not regular tavern speak. I was gonna ignore that for a moment. Oh.
And Anna was like, I'm doing the thing that I learned. And then it was like, oh.
Oh, maybe it is just a regular tavern. No, it's a brothel.
Could be worse. Could be better.
Anyway, let's head to the Chiseled Nook.
So you go to the Chisel Nook, and fairly plain area. Like it's well kept, but it's by no means the mountain's respite. But you go in, and there's a fairly stout dwarf. He's got his beard kind of like split up, and then actually kind of tucked over his shoulders.
Oh.
And he's like, "Welcome. You looking for a room for the night?"
2, maybe 3.
We bunk?
You're happy bunking together?
Sure.
Yeah.
2.
The room's good. That is.
I'm assuming for
Oh.
it's about the same experience as the Stone's Rest was.
Yeah.
There is bathing and showering of
Yeah.
level.
Yep, pretty much. So for the 2 rooms, that'll be 4 gold.
Sounds good.
Middle of the road. Okay.
4 gold.
Total
Okay.
or each?
Everybody,
Gold.
everybody pitch a gold in.
Bam.
Done.
And hands over the pair of keys to you. It's like, there you go. Your room up the stairs, down near the end of the hall.
Alright, do you want to go to our rooms and then convene really quickly and form out a game plan for tomorrow?
Yes.
Meet y'all in our room in 10 minutes.
What game are we playing tomorrow?
You'll find out. It'll be a good game. I promise.
It's not going to be Monopoly.
Yeah, it won't be Monopoly.
That takes too long.
Yeah. No, risk. Risk takes forever. God damn it.
As long as Monopoly.
We can make a risk game out of that.
Really good.
I mean, it has all the hexagons on it.
It does have all the hexagons on it. But how many men would Kyotera get me?
I would hunk down at, what is that, Paramore?
Everybody hunks down.
Paramore?
Paramore?
I would be up with the gnomes.
Yeah.
El Rush.
Clearly only. Anyways.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Throw stuff down. Look
Little
at
wash
my
up.
bleeding, or my arm that's slightly healing over from when I attempted to shave this on this very bumpy cart ride.
Do you want me to do it for you tomorrow?
No,
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Okay.
I'd rather remove my arm.
I could make a machine that does it.
As long as you make me an arm appropriately sized for me first.
Clarify. When you say machine, do you mean machine to shave or machine to remove the arm?
Why would I remove
Yes.
his arm?
Okay, definitely machine to shave.
The answer is yes.
Like, I could do both, but why? Like, to remove the arm, I could do that with the lance.
Very true, but I had.
You should start drawing up plans for an arm for me, Biswa. Thank you.
I
Anyway,
immediately pull out, like, a measuring tape and, like, measure your arm. Just...
All right. Okay, and we're gonna go change into our comfortable wear.
Like, as like,
Well,
Kay
mainly
goes into his
not-
room, I kind of forget that his arm's attached. I try to take it with me into my room. It's like,
Just
oh yeah,
some
this
rough
is
holes.
attached.
See, I feel like I actively want to do a strength check against that to see if you pull me with you.
Well, I
Or
didn't
I
do
don't
it that
know.
hard. I think I just kind of like started walking with it and it went, oh yeah, that's attached. All right, have your arm back.
so game plan. Tomorrow, I guess, go to an outpost, see if we can flash this picture some places. Maybe we make some copies of the hammer.
I'll do that tonight.
All right then. I'll make some more copies of this face and try and
Do you have a? Can I take a look at that? Can I work with you?
please don't destroy it. It's
No,
only a
I'm not
copy.
destroying it.
All right. You want to make a copy of this man's face with me?
Yes.
Can you draw?
No.
Not machines? No?
No, you see, what I want to do is I
Uh-huh.
want to make a machine that shows his face.
That's definitely one way. You should be working on my arm prototype.
Like
Arm before face, yeah.
like an illusion?
Yes,
You want to make an illusion?
of his face. Yes.
It's actually kind of cool.
Actually, sure, go for it. Why not?
You can make a rock, you can make a face.
You can make, yeah, that's very true. You can make a rock, you can make a face. Go
Dodge a
for it.
wrench, you can dodge a bullet.
Yeah, you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a dodgeball.
Now I need to
That's
remember
an
how
old
that works.
callback.
Yep.
Jeez.
I'm dating myself, apparently.
You're dating this room, actually.
Yeah, the fact that we all caught that.
So,
Okay, so I'm
Oh,
thinking
yeah.
I make like a little orb that makes an illusion of his face and just says underneath, "Looking for this guy."
yeah. Please return to Lost. So sad. Please return to.
I could make it record a message too.
So what is it you're...
magical tinkering. Just it shows a static image that is his.
So you base and it's not even a 3D image. It's just like essentially you've taken this picture and you can actually see like the outline of the picture in the illusion as well.
That's pretty good, actually. Can you make more than one of those?
I can make
3 and they last a day.
I can make 3.
Oh, okay. Then that would be great. At least, yeah. So yeah, well, that would be great. So we go to a guard post. Is there anywhere else that we need to hit? I will be perfectly honest. As cool as the castle is, the king does not know us like Ragnashir does, and I am not convinced that he's gonna let us go to a magic crazy portal, or if he knows anything. And I'll be perfectly honest, I kind of don't want to talk to the Dwarven King if we don't need to, because last time we were in a city, it was attacked by Krusniks. And yes.
I don't see how that relates.
I 100% agree on the portal thing. It's exciting, but not that critical.
God.
Also, kind of makes sense because there's a king there, and if the place was ever attacked, then the king would need to leave, because if the king, so the portal probably ends up somewhere else, as in it probably ends up at like another Dwarven city, or on the outside of the mountain,
Sure.
That's kind of what makes sense to me.
Fine.
So.
Do we want to add the rum bucket to our day, or is that...
Yes, we should add the rum bucket to our day, because...
We're day drinking?
No, we're not day drinking.
No.
Oh, man.
We're
I'm
going-
not prepared for day drinking.
We're going to the guard post to be like, have you seen this man? And plus, hey, is there anything weird afoot? Ha-ha! And then, yes, go to the rum bucket.
I'm gonna not... I don't want to go to the guard post.
Was there like a job board outside the tavern?
Well, you're not in a tavern right now. You're in
Or
an
in
inn.
an inn.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
No, there was no job board outside the inn.
Something. Okay, I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed now. Bye-bye.
So, but, alright then, you just pass out. But, alright then, so that's our game plan. Guard post, rum bucket.
Wrong.
We'll split into 2 groups, maybe, or we'll both do it one at a time. Who knows?
Split the party. We'll decide that in the morning.
Good night, Kay.
Thank you very much, Sylvania, for making these awesome little devices. You're
Long
welcome.
Long rest? Long rest.
Long rest.
Long rest.
Long rest.
Because I'm probably the only one that has taken any damage. So...
I did want to change my spells, so now I can do that.
Sylvania, have you met Beanard? Beanard, Sylvania?
Yes, I asked about the bee and he hid in your shirt.
Okay, great. He's out now. Okay, you're acquainted. Good. That's important.
He really doesn't go anywhere other than you
No.
in your hood.
Unless I tell him no, and then he just sleeps and doesn't do what I actually asked.
Par for the course.
No. Bees will be bees.
It's the bee's knees. So as you all doze off for the night, Kay, I want you to make me your... What was that?
It grew.
What was your number?
Actually, it was the Constitution. It was 10.
10? It
But
grew.
it grew.
Yep. Because your DC right now is 11.
I have a real attractive looking arm. I wonder if it'll stop growing.
You don't know.
Yeah,
It might. It might not.
I'd rather us remove my arm before it gets to my face.
You don't want to be a spiky fellow?
Not particularly, because I'm not gonna lie, these hurt like a mofo.
I didn't even think of the pain.
So as the night passes by, morning arises, and sure enough, Kay, the spines have now passed your elbow. Not by much, but you kind of like look at the back.
They are at like this curvy point
Yeah,
of my elbow.
You have
and
one
I'm like,
spine that is like just past that,
and I'm just
nook
like,
on your elbow, and you're like,
I don't like that. That's having these things around joints is a hard pass. That's swell.
But everyone wakes up bright and early in the morning. No one is hungover.
I drank water.
Yep. You're definitely not hungover.
Can't get hungover if you don't drink. Yeah.
We also happened last time you drank.
All right, I'm going to rum bucket. Who's coming?
You're starting out with the rum bucket.
No, I'm going to the rum bucket. I don't like guard posts. They're always mean jerks to me.
You don't want to go to the guard post? I kind of want to go to the guard post. Sometimes they have cool things.
Do you want to wait outside the guard post while we go to the guard post?
Oh goodness, no. I'm gonna go find this sketchy place all alone. Is it?
Okay. Maybe you should come with us to the guard post. Only because I would really like it if we actually found the people that we're looking for. If you weren't by yourself, to get attacked by yourself. Also, no, don't you dare roll a die. Listen to my reasoning right now.
I'm listening.
We don't have to go into the guard post, but we can just go and do a quick stop by, and maybe there will be a food stall that we can actually go peruse real quickly. And while one of us goes, or two of us goes and quickly talks to the guard post, and then we'll go to the rum bucket together. Because again, the question that Anna asked the brothel was, where do I go for shady shit? And they said, oh, the rum bucket.
I'll buy you a treat if you come outside
I
the
will
guard
give
post.
you this candied apple that I've been holding on to.
That's probably not good
I
anymore.
really want to ask for odds or evens and just to roll a dice.
If you do it, one of us is going with you. You're not going by yourself to the rum bucket. You should just come with us so that we're together as a group and don't get attacked or shivved
You're
or
no
robbed.
fun. You are absolutely the worst.
I'm not meant to be fun. I'm here to keep you alive. Now let's go to the
Why
guard
are you
post.
here to keep him alive?
Because if I don't know, it will. Actually,
Well,
Anna
shouldn't he
will.
try to keep himself alive?
No, because he makes stuff. He's at that age where his brain
Kay
hasn't
is
rationalized
going to
any.
actively walk slower behind the rest of the party because he doesn't want any part of this.
That's
This
fine.
is fine. That's fine.
Just so you know, you
Like
haven't
the-
tried to murder a goat, so you or a pig or whatever. No one here has reason to not like you.
Wait, how'd he murder a pig? Isn't that what farmers do?
He shot it with an arrow.
Oh,
It was
so
deli-
hunter. Isn't that what a hunter does?
Yeah,
Yes.
it was delicious, by the way.
Oh, the
He,
good.
he did it
I was hungry.
in a farmer's field.
Okay.
The pig didn't belong to him. It belonged to the farmer. The farmer was irate. Oh. Yeah.
Just everything
So-
you take, you just.
Tick, tick, tick.
Oh, he killed someone else's pig. Okay.
Yeah. All right then.
Guard post.
We're going to the guard post.
Okay.
Remember, Kay is actively walking about half speed behind them.
I'm going to keep looking back, and every once
I'm
in a
gonna
while, when it
keep-
gets too far away, I'm going to stop, wait for Kay to catch up, and then we're going to continue onward.
I'm being an angsty, bitter teen, so
I
I
don't
want
care.
none of this.
I don't care.
I'm like hanging off the back of Dog, just kind of looking at him, just like, huh.
All right, let's head to the guard post.
Is it easy to find?
Yeah, as you're walking along, you can see like several guards wandering about. And you just ask one of them, "Where's the guard outpost?" They kind of point you. It's down towards the city core. So you head. It takes a little while to get down there, but you eventually find your way down to the guard outpost.
Is there a job board here?
There is a job board here.
Can I look at it?
Currently, there are 3 postings on the job board. One is saying that harpies have been causing problems in one of the mountain passes. The job is essentially to go out, kill the harpies, destroy the nest. There is band of goblins has taken up residence in a nearby abandoned mine outside of the actual city itself, and the goblins have been attacking caravans heading southeast en route to Ithmir. And a wizard is requesting assistance in retrieving magical artifacts.
I'm real interested in magical artifacts.
So am I.
Let's talk about it afterward.
Can I like, are they meant to be like grabbed?
No.
No. Can I like pull out a thing and write down all the information on where to contact the wizard?
Yeah.
Although must admit I am a little curious myself. All right then, we'll go to the guard post. Take out the cool little device that Sylvania made. I'll be like, "Hello, hi there. Sorry to bother you, but
Wait, like it looks up at you.
Yeah. We are looking for a particular individual.
Yes.
Not sure if this is. Did you have any news from Stoneforge lately?
I heard they had a crewtech problem.
Yes, it was quite the thing. We're looking for
those blasted termites.
Yes, we're looking for an individual who might be connected to it, and I turn it on and show Bravik's face.
Kind of
He
adjusts her glasses. And looks
left very quickly before the attack initiated, and was definitely down there. Or definitely one of the people who found the crucifix necks. May have been a premeditated attack. Obviously nothing is concrete, so it's nothing official.
So you're reporting the assumed individuals, someone who might have been involved.
Yes. So it's very important that we locate this man as quickly as possible.
She starts flipping through some papers and pulls out a small bundle of paperwork and passes it over. It's like, fill out these documents for a report.
I'll do it.
I pass it over to you.
Can I borrow a pen?
She looks around her desk and says, "Oh, I've got one left. Please give it back after."
I will.
Not that I what am I saying? I'm not laughing. I'm not even in the building. I refuse.
No, you're outside, just kind of like.
So while she's filling that out, this artifact, I want to find out what it is.
We should look at doing that after we do our errands today.
Sure. After errands today.
Yes.
Maybe I'll have a solution to my my pull it out.
Yes, that's a very good. Yes, that is a good idea.
While I'm outside putzing around, can I see if any passers-by can give me directions to where the location of this wizard's place is based on the information on the job board?
Please be at the rusty bucket. Okay, whatever.
You
it was.
mean the
rum
rum
bucket?
bucket?
That's the one.
The rusty bucket.
The rusty bucket.
Every time we say rum bucket, I'm thinking of chum bucket.
That's what I'm thinking too. And we were in a tavern. He was like, the rum bucket. I went, the what bucket? Oh, rum. That. R-U-M. I heard R-I-M. I was
The
like,
rim bucket. No. If you're looking for that kind of services, that's
no, we're not.
And one other thing, finding a blueprint for his arm. Would I be able to find somewhere that might sell it here?
Possibly, you'd have to go and.
You'd have to go shopping.
Yeah, you have to go
Is
shopping.
that between where we are and where we're going?
Who knows?
You don't know.
We gotta. This is why we're asking these questions.
Yeah.
So Anna stands there and fills out paperwork for a bit. Once you finished up, you kind of pass it back, and she's like, "And she's kind of like looking at the the little device you have set up. Like, I don't suppose that can be added to the report."
This device or this picture?
You pull out the hard copy.
You have a physical copy too. That's
Yes.
lovely.
I would really like to make a copy of this real quick.
Sure, I can do that. And she goes and takes it, and you watch her go and like knock on one of the doors, and this very young dwarf, he probably looks like he's maybe in his early 20s. You can see like blotches like charcoal on his cheeks
God.
and stuff like that. And can you make a copy of this? Absolutely. Grabs it and closes the door behind him. And after a couple minutes, it comes out and passes you back your original. And you can see like a little bit of a charcoal stain up at the top corner. And he goes and passes the copy that he had over to the lady. Almost an identical copy.
Oh, hey, look at
An
that.
18 out of 20.
Fucking A.
It ain't anymore. Let me know. Toads on back into the back room again.
All right. Well,
That is the man that loves his job.
yes, he is. I guess from here, thank you for your time. If you hear anything, we are currently staying at the Chiseled Nook.
All right. If we get any information on it, that we'll pass it along. Can I get your name? Oh, never mind. It's on the sheets. Sylvania.
Thank you. And then we will leave.
Yes.
Well,
Well,
now we did the things official way. Shall we go to the
Now do things
The
the
rusty
unofficial
rim,
way.
rum bucket?
Shall we go to the,
The
rum
rusty
bucket?
rim bucket.
The rusty
Rim
rim bucket.
Wow.
Woo! We're
This place is.
We're going to a filthy place, alright.
We sure are.
Meanwhile, Giggles over here is like writing down names for future.
It's like, that's a great idea.
Okay.
Just added.
Although Silken Tavern, that's beautiful. It never occurred to me at once.
I'm so glad that it didn't dawn on you at any point in time.
No. I've been waiting for this moment. Like, yes, we're finally fucking in Dogneer.
Yeah, because you were like, I'm so excited that I get to finally like go and be like, yeah, I met
know
the
the
Brevsters. I
Brevsters.
know that there's more Brevsters here because you had talked to the lady who had specifically told you that there's more Brevsters in Dogneer, and
She didn't hint at all about what it is they do.
no, she did not.
Okay. Well,
She said they have a fine establishment.
Yeah.
But she's not wrong.
I'm going to assume
She
we
is not
shouldn't
wrong.
ask about where the rum bucket is.
No, I don't think we should ask
So-
about it for here. Definitely not.
Why not?
Unless
I was just about to ask this guy.
let.
Let's go see if Kay's actually waiting outside.
Yeah.
You see? I asked for
Did Kay
directions.
actually stay?
That's a question that would require a roll of the dice if we want a fun answer, but I believe I agreed to be a pouty boy child, but I
Yes.
was asking for directions to the wizard's place because
Fair enough.
that was most comparably accurate to the current circumstances.
So looking on the, like, come back out and you take a closer look across the job board postings that are here at the guard outpost, and there is actually a location marked on each of the different job boards, or on each of the different job requests, and there is a city name on the wizard one.
Okay.
So generally, he's not in the city. You'd have to travel to go to get to him.
Okay.
tis the city name.
The city is. Let me pull this up here. The city is Farenfell. And there is a small, like, kind of like roughly sketched map. Farenfell would reside up in here.
Oh, so closer down, no doubt.
Well,
Ish.
it's still underneath, like, still in this section, closer, so it's closer to Ithmir,
Okay.
but it's just up in here, because Amonodell's up here.
Where are we right now?
You're in Dogneer.
Okay, yeah, so close.
All right. So
Yeah, so
we're
it's just up in here.
Yeah, so close.
okay. So that's reasonable.
Yep.
All right, cool. So, guys, where's the rum bucket?
I was going to ask one of the guards, but they said not to.
I don't think that's something we ask the guards.
But why? Guards are usually very knowledgeable with the layout of a city.
Yes, but if this place is considered shady, I don't want to give the wrong impression to the gods.
They might think
Maybe we
we're
just want
shady.
rum.
Yeah, they might. Yes, they might think we're shady.
Who shady people who want rum, which is also not really a good mix. We could go to like the like the square market and see if some like shopkeep people know.
Actually, I'm just.
Actually, going to a market would be a good idea. I want to find a blueprint for his arm.
Right.
To the market then. Ask directions and go to the market.
Yeah.
Okay.
We could also definitely ask someone directions on the street.
Yes, but probably not right outside the guard outpost.
Just definitely not outside the
So
guard
we
post.
might as well go to the market.
Yeah.
And who knows, maybe we'll find an entrance to the black market, or maybe we'll find a giant chum bucket sign. Who knows?
It's actually just a picture of a kraken coming out of a bucket.
And across the street, it's just a crab coming out of a box.
Yes.
Alrighty. So you're just asking random people then?
We're gonna go to the market because Sylvania
Market blueprint.
would like a blueprint for an arm if she can find one.
Okay.
And if not, we'll just ask some people where the rum bucket will be.
Okay. With the Artificer, for obtaining blueprints and stuff like that, because that's one of it's the prosthetic arm. Prosthetic limb, there we go. Okay, so it's the prosthetic limb is technically a magical item.
Yes.
Common magical item. Okay.
It's a common magical item! Yes! I mean, in the world where magical items are so common.
Yeah. According to the wiki, it's a common magical item.
So assuming you're sticking with the Xanathar rule for building, it'd take like a week, or maybe it was 2, something like that.
I mean, regardless.
Plus, I need a blueprint and a rare piece that we'd need to go on an adventure to find.
Also,
Right.
that makes sense.
I have to literally chop off my arm at some point before whatever this is consumes me.
Yeah,
I'm not saying it's too much work. I'm just saying.
So, yeah.
I'm thinking when we come to that, we go find a doctor and go, "Hey, sir," because I don't want.
I can be a doctor.
I don't want to roll the medicine for that.
You don't
Just
take out your dagger
straight
and
up.
whittle away his.
Oh, I only have a +1 to medicine. I don't want to roll the medicine for that.
Can I just fall on a very sharp axe?
Can I just chop off his arm,
Yeah,
then
you-
heal him
Or,
quickly?
I mean, or a guillotine. That could be of use. Just not for my head. It's a very efficient, clean way of cooking.
So for at least out of the DMG, for crafting a common magical item, you're required to be 3rd level or higher, which you are. It's $100 or 100 gold creation cost, and takes 4 hours or 4 days of 8 hours a day working on it to create.
Woo!
And I believe I still need a blueprint and a rare piece.
For this, I'd say the blueprint is going to be part of that 100 gold creation cost.
Okay.
Perfect. So money is required.
Money is required.
Excellent. So doing jobs for money sounds excellent. I like this. Anyways, rum bucket. Let's ask strangers or suspicious-looking people for rum bucket.
So you're asking for a bucket. You're also going to the market because you still need to find a blueprint.
Yes.
So roll me investigation checks for while you're going through the market. Because you find your way down to the market. Fairly bustling hub. So roll me investigation.
14.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Modified 20.
14.
Okay.
Well, 2 of us were like, oh, there's so much shit to look at. Holy damn.
Yeah,
And 2 of us are like, I have pinpointed the information I require.
Yeah, you two are just kind of window shopping as you're walking along and looking. It's oh, there's so much random shit here. There's a lot of weapons. Why are there so many weapons? And there's a line of 8 blacksmith shops in a row. You're why are there so many weapons?
That's awesome.
But you two end up coming across a dwarf. He's sitting out front. He's got a book open in front of him, and he's kind of like looking off the book and like grabbing like parts of melons and tosses it aside, grabs another one, kind of hooks it on, kind of starts trying to bend it into place, and just kind of hammers it into place and tightening some screws and lifts it up, and it's this floppy hand. It's going. It's like, but he's like holding on to the arm. Tosses it back into the scrap pile that he's got. Is it? Oi, what can I do for you?
Looking for a blueprint for an arm.
Looks down at his book. I got that.
How much?
I'd say probably about 25 gold.
Holy crickets!
Can you find any of your own art?
K pulls out money and drops it. Well, or politely gives it to the guy.
Just boom! Like you just do the stuff.
I'm like, I'm absolutely willing to fund part of my arms creation. For sure.
Except it's
Yeah.
coins, so it's just like, ow, stop!
Stop! Oh, can you
So yeah, I'll cover that bit, no problem.
Right, so I like grab the blueprint and I put it in my
pulls out a blueprint, hands
thing.
it
And
to
I'm
you.
like, thank you very much. While I'm at it, I pull out my blueprint. Any idea what this is?
Oh Lord. I want him to like crit success and be like, oh yeah, that's a blueprint for this, and then just stop. He's like, can you tell me
He's got an
more?
11.
So
He's just looking at it. He's just like,
I think that's an
kind of
L.
grabs it, turns it the other way.
That might be a 4.
I haven't gotten the clue.
Oh, thank you for your help anyway.
Yeah.
Thank you for the blueprint. Have a wonderful day. I hope you wish you luck in your prosthetic business.
Oh, not. I was originally just trying to make a gauntlet.
So you made a hand.
Well, yeah, that's why you put a gauntlet.
But it's
That is true.
Sure.
Quick thing, I heard I could get a good drink at the rum bucket. Yeah, the other guy wants
That was
too.
blatantly lying.
I wanted to insight check, but no, I don't need to insight check.
Could you point me in the direction of said rum?
She's a dive bar enthusiast.
Oh my
Just loves like the better, the more of a hole in the wall, the better. Just into
Whoever told you that is a blatant liar.
And the Guy Fieri of ale?
yeah,
I have no
Just-
clue who that is.
yeah. She's
But
a dive bar enthusiast.
But he gives you directions to the rum bug, and he's like, and it isn't a like even from just like his description of like where you're going, you already know you're going into like a really seedy part of town. On account of it's like, oh yeah, you just take this back alley down this way, and
We're going to get shanked.
he's like,
Gonna
but
get shanked.
If you're going
We're
there,
going-
I advise keeping a tight grip on your purse.
That's why we didn't go by ourselves.
Kay takes his money, puts it in his shirt, goes over his heart specifically, just to be like, this is where my money is gonna be for the time being. Just right
I
over here.
take my purse and shove it down Dog's mouth.
Oh.
Yep.
Because we're going down.
Roll me a
down. You're gonna see.
just roll me a d20.
Going down swinging.
12.
12. As you shove your bag of coins into Dog's mouth, you hear one of the coins like ting ting ting. He's like, oh, I'm never getting that coin back. You're down 1 copper. Alrighty.
And away we go.
Party heads down to the rum bucket.
Kay will lead with enthusiasm. Because this is the part of the day he's been looking forward to.
And I should have said was instead of you being the dive bar enthusiast, this one is the dive bar enthusiast.
Yeah, but she's the one that asked.
That's true.
Yes.
Yep.
That
Some good
that or the story is rich trying to... actually, no. I don't want that story. I was thinking of, we're trying to find a place to buy someone...
buy someone.
To get someone a good time because they're young and they need to experience life.
And we would have been sent to the Silken Tavern.
No, we went there last night.
Yeah, we went there last night.
Okay.
So,
Just Garrison Grunt. Can't we take him to Omega and buy him some dances?
can I get everyone to roll me perception?
Oh boy!
Ooh.
Ooh, that's not that good.
Oh, well, that's okay. I'm leading the way. We're fine.
I rolled an 8.
I rolled the 21.
Fucking death grip
15.
on my fucking purse right now.
And
Perception. There we go. I rolled a natural 20, which is 20.
okay.
Hey!
Hey, two of us see things. As always.
15's not bad.
Yeah, 15 seems
It's not
good.
bad.
I
The
see
8
shit.
is not all that great.
Someone's really fucking mad at me. Holy shit.
I mean, yeah, 15's pretty good, but like, we have the people who are paying attention, and then the people who are paying attention.
I'm not paying attention.
No, you're just like, my money, my precious money, and
You're just like...
I'm looking at the... just looking at the shadows, but I'm not, like, really looking at the shadows. I'm just, like, paranoid right now.
As you're heading down, like, once you end up in, like, kind of moseying through the district, you... Looking around, you start to see that, yeah, this is more or less the slums. You see quite a few, people just kind of, like, sitting down on the side of the road up against buildings. Occasionally someone would come out and try and shoo them away from their front door kind of thing. And with you two getting 20 and higher, you do notice that, like, especially considering that the group kind of stands out, that there's a lot of people just kind of, like, keeping, like, the suspicious eye on you as you're, like, walking along. And just kind of like... And at one point, you see someone kind of, like, patting their buddy on the shoulder, kind of, like, nodding. They walk off into an alley.
Do I see that?
No. It was an 18 or higher to see that one.
Oh,
Okay, I saw that, but I think nothing of it.
I feel
And I'm like,
I feel paranoid. I'm just gonna pull up my head.
But you do manage to make it to the rum bucket without any shankings.
Yet.
Yes. Yeah, yet being the operative word.
Bar fight. Bar.
You go down this fairly narrow alley. You kind of have to, like, 2 by 2 down this alley. And then you find this kind of beat up wooden door that's, like, it's kind of off one of the hinges a little bit. But it's got the rum bucket banner over, or, like, placard kind of thing over top of it. As soon as you open the door, you get hit with a smell of ale. And it just assaults your nostrils as you walk in.
Why did the guy laugh when I said rum?
But you walk in, there is probably about 18 or 19 people in here at the moment.
Okay.
And at this point, it's maybe mid-afternoon. So that's a fair bit of people in a bar for mid-afternoon. Most of the tables seem like they've been put back together a few times, as do most of the stools. Most of the stools are 4-legged stools. You see a few that are 3-legged, but you figure from looking at it, they probably had a 4th one at some point.
Oh boy.
The counter is, you can see, like, chunks that have been taken out of it, probably from knives and all that kind of stuff at various times. But you walk in, there's a very, not angry looking, but he has resting bitch face. Dwarf standing behind the counter. His beard is very short and is tied into a very tight knot right beneath his chin. And up on the wall behind him is a battle axe.
I'm not sure, but I think this is a sort of place my parents told me to avoid when I said I was running off.
This was definitely the place you're supposed to avoid when you're running off. How
Pe-
old are you again?
22.
22.
Something. People with no disregard for their own lives.
Yeah,
Now, it's not just for-
reaffirming my
for
choice
safety.
of group.
Self-reservation.
Yes.
So you're in the Silken Cavern. And Anna's apparently been placed on the counter.
No, placed in front of the
Placed in front.
counter, not on the counter.
I'm-
That would be obscene.
I pull out one of my orbs and I'm like, dude, behind the counter, have you seen this guy?
Let's maybe not do that so quickly.
Well, it's already
No,
on.
well,
you,
It's too late. It's happened.
too late.
You can try and you can make me a dex check to try and grab that before
Just
someone
real
you guys are
quick.
running.
Just real quick. Just real. That's a 15.
Are you gonna try and contest when as? She's
I don't think I even realized. I'm just like, have you seen
This,
this?
Can I reach for the second one?
you can reach with the second one.
Fuck! That's a 5.
Roll me a dex check, Sylvan.
Yeah, you fucking beat me. I rolled a 5.
12.
Yeah. So you managed to snag the first one, and he's like, huh. Pulls up the second one.
Shit. I forgot I asked you to make 3.
Just even if you manage to grab the second one, there's one more.
While this is happening, Kay's going to sit on a stool with a good view of the door from where we're currently situated, and just going to start fidgeting with his bow. Because
Bow?
I carry my bow everywhere anyway, so
Yeah.
I'm just going to be, it's going to be like just checking it out, making sure it's all tight and all good, because, I did see some suspicious characters. I don't know what's going to happen, but while I'm waiting for people to converse, I'm fidgeting.
Okay.
Did you end up mentioning that you saw some people?
Nope.
All right, well, just making sure.
I
Keeping that
could-
to yourself.
The 2 people that saw them were the 2 people that didn't care.
It's. I noticed, but
Alright.
I didn't think it was relevant information. It was just a little sketchy.
Fair enough. Okay.
But I was excited to come here, so I just.
Are you still excited?
It's the potential for a bar fight. And Kay's like.
Pink
ex-
lives on in K.
There is the potential for great chaos right now.
Mother
and-
Agent of Chaos.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright then.
So as you whipped out this device, which was snagged by Theo, and you whipped out a second one, which was not successfully snagged by Theo. And actually, Theo, as you reach for the second one, you miss and just kind of slam your hand on the counter, which kind of gets the guy's attention as he turns around.
A gold for information. Have you seen this dwarf?
Are you giving him gold?
Yeah, I'm giving him a gold.
You place the gold on the counter, and he just kind of sets it, like very heavily, just thump, sets his hand on the gold and drags it off the counter and pockets it. And does he recognize the dwarf? Let's find out. That was a 7.
Fuck me.
Fuck. Yeah.
God
That's
bless
gonna be-
this adventure.
That's gonna be a no.
I will also not slam the gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just gold.
Just giving him money. Well, I guess I'm probably the brokest out of all of us.
Do you recognize this symbol or any affiliates of it?
And I will slide the note.
With a coin on top of it.
Yeah, with coin on top. I don't
He
want him to
reaches
keep
out.
the note, but
Takes the coin, pockets it, takes a look at the note, and
This is gonna be great.
don't let that cut in here.
That's the right
I would
attitude.
highly advise not flashing that about if you want to keep your heads.
I like my head.
Excellent.
I can replace an arm, not a head.
So you know this kind then?
Yeah.
We're interested in the potential whereabouts of their kind
Why?
because heads have to roll.
Oh my god, I'm picturing Anna Be like, I need to murder these people. Smile. Oh.
It goes from like that innocent smile.
Yeah.
The goblin is showing.
It's the perfectly polite, innocent smile with the very dead serious note of they need to die.
My mind suddenly goes to Lilo and Stitch when they ask, "Are you happy?" And it's like her mouth moves to the smile, but her eyes just stay dead.
Yeah.
He's trying to insight you.
Oh.
Okay. And he's kind of looking around at the various patrons and. I've heard rumors of the clan popping up out east, northeast of Ironstoke. That's the name of the city.
What city?
Ironstoke.
Ironstoke.
Out northeast of Ironstoke.
You don't say. Is that the opposite way that we went? We went down to Dogmere and Ironstoke is?
Ironstoke is here.
Okay.
Perfect. So, when you originally came,
Yeah.
you went from Ithmir
Yeah.
around up through here.
Ah, jeez.
Gesture is up in here.
We took the long fucking way. Yeah.
And then you had gone to Amonodel.
Yeah.
And then you went from Amonodel through the mountains down
Yeah.
to Stoneforge.
Yeah.
Through the pass
Yeah.
to Dogmere.
Wait, rumors for them northeast of there. That is her town.
Well, up here is
That's-
like Yesha.
Yeah, in the forest.
Over in this area is the northeast.
Okay.
Ironstone, so.
So, we're going to Ironstoke then?
Which means
Which
we
is
can
on
stop.
the way. Yeah.
Which is
Yeah, we
on
can
the
stop
way.
to see the wizard
The
So-
wonderful
of
wizard.
Oz. Question.
The wonderful
So-
wizard of Theioryn. Doesn't quite roll off the tongue.
We have a heading. Perfect. Thank
Um,
you for your time.
I'm gonna slip another gold and
So
be
we were-
like, you don't know anything about this ever, right?
Never do.
Perfect.
Man.
All right, guys.
Did
we
you
going
just
to
like
Therion?
mind control him?
No, she bribed him.
Oh.
Practically the same thing.
Yeah.
So, Farenthal?
Do I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that's on the way. I know
Yeah.
these mountains. Yeah, it's on the way. These are my home mountains.
So, that sounds good to me.
Alright. Do we need supplies before we go?
Well, we always need rations.
Yeah,
If there's anything else that people need.
I stocked up before we left.
Yeah,
This is the last
I'm pretty,
place.
I'm pretty stocked up too.
As you're all kind of like standing there, just kind of like
Uh-oh.
humming and hawing with each other,
I'm waiting for a bar fight.
Okay. a very, very drunk dwarf stumbles up to you and places his hand on your shoulders. It's like, you know, I love coming here. I live so close. It's like a 5-minute walk to get here from my house. But getting back home, it takes me like 35 minutes. It's so fucking weird. That 30 extra minutes is just staggering.
Is he picking anyone's pocket?
Insight check!
Whose shoulder is...
Anna's.
Okay.
Can I perception to see if he has his hand in her pocket?
Roll me a perception check.
Yeah, I would like to as well.
I rolled a 10 on insight.
I mean, I'll get on the insight train.
Okay.
It's a modified 20 on the insight train.
Yep.
23.
I am just dumbfounded by his fucking pun. Just ha 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 ha! This guy, ha ha!
You're admiring the battle axe on the wall at the moment.
It's just like, ooh.
It's like, that is excellent craftsmanship.
Oh.
I could make it so much
Kay
better.
You're
being like,
dumbfounded by his pun.
Yeah, just
Little nosebleed.
yeah, exactly. Oh, oh.
Are you okay, Mitch? Are you okay, Mitch?
Yes.
Kay, with your insight, he's trying to be distracting. And Anna, you do feel him try and grab at your coin purse.
Beanard!
So you have, like, Beanard just kind of, like, stirs a little bit and just, like, crawls up and over your head and just, like, is standing essentially on your forehead, just staring down at him. Are you just saying Beanard? Or what are you doing?
And does he notice Beanard on my head crawling up?
No.
Okay.
Sting him! Sting him!
Go for the butt, please.
I'm gonna like grab his hand on my shoulder and kind of dig into it.
Okay. Nat 20 from Beanard.
Holy shit!
Oh, this is gonna hurt this gentleman real bad.
He's just kind of looking at you, like, kind of that drunken expression, and then you watch the immediate sobering up of just, oh god. And he lets go and, like, hands up, and as he turns away, you see Beanard just stab.
That's good, Betty. Come back. That's very good.
Beanard flies back and, like, kind of, like, makes a couple laps around your collar, and then, like, goes and crawls back in.
Why do you only listen when there's stabbing involved?
I wonder.
He's an angry little bee.
Let's go.
I agree. We shall exit
Okay, so you leave the rum bucket.
the rum bucket.
And Kay will be very politely wandering, taking a arrow out and just kind of having
Using
it with
it
his...
as like a baton.
Yes, just be... I have my bow in one hand, and I'm fidgeting with an arrow in the other hand as I follow the party this time around.
Okay. Roll me a set of perception checks.
A set of...
Can we get like...
Well, like I said,
Oh,
everyone
yeah.
rolls me a perception check.
Damn it.
16.
17.
Modified 20.
You have to be 19.
13.
13?
Oh.
No, it's this one. It's not this one. It was this one.
So close, but not.
As you're walking along... okay, what was yours again?
16.
16? Okay. You're going along fairly unimpeded. And at one point you see a couple people standing in the alleyway just kind of like watching, just like kind of like nodding to each other. But then as they do, you turn and you face directly towards them and just like lock eye contact. And then you turn and just like keep your eye on them as you walk off, or as you continue walking. And they just like...
Yeah.
and they kind of shake their heads and step back into the alley.
Very good, very good. Alright.
Yeah.
That was like, sorry, to my right?
To your left.
To my left. You're like, everybody watch your 11. Keep going.
So you do manage to, especially since you did note them and note their presence, they opt to not do anything. And so you do manage to leave the slums without a shanking.
Hooray! Let's never do that again.
That was
Yeah.
fun.
Why, nothing bad happened.
It was a good walk.
Yes, it was a good walk.
Did you notice all the people that were staring at us the entire time? It was great.
I felt famous.
I was not.
It was wonderful.
I was not. I will admit I was incredibly uncomfortable, though.
All right.
Do you
like-
not like being famous?
No.
Is that an elven thing?
Yes.
Okay.
They're just around. They're around for so long that they can't take all the attention because it's hundreds of years of affection.
I must just be used to it at home. Everyone, like, opened their shutters to, like, make sure that I went past their house. It was quite interesting.
Yeah, everyone just always wanted to take me to their house. It was very strange. I was only allowed to go to a select few people's houses.
One day we're going to unpack all of that. Just probably not right now.
Doesn't he unpack his bag every night?
If
Metaphors.
If only you
back to
guys
the
would let
metaphor.
me go check out magical portals, but no.
Nope.
I want to go check it out.
Yeah, well, Dad doesn't want to check
Wait,
it
he's
out.
your dad? How does that work?
It's an adoption thing.
Oh, you're such a
Someone
nice
has
dude.
the
I'm
response.
sorry. What?
Well, you're the only adult left because my actual the person who legally I am bound to left for the mountains, and Annah is
Technically, you're not legally bound
Older
to
than you.
A very
Yes,
young,
but I-
esteemed businesswoman.
At no point have I ever concluded that Anna is older than me, because Kay, in his great wisdom, has always gone, are you bigger than me? That clearly that directs to age.
Alright.
When
Nothing
he
else.
lives in a plane with pixies
Okay.
and fairies.
Okay, you are the youngest person here.
Your point being...
You are the youngest person here. I am definitely.
The oldest person here.
Also, the tallest person there.
So you're clearly the most responsible of us all since Zugink left.
I don't know if that's entirely true. I
To be
don't.
fair, Zugink was also only like 30.
Yep. I never asked Anna's age.
That's
I'm
fair.
almost positive of this because I just assumed she's so happy and chipper, therefore she must be younger than I am. Also because I perpetually have been looking down on her literally this entire time.
Wait, does
Yeah,
that mean
that's
you
fine.
also assume I'm like 10?
Yes, but I'm also somewhat afraid of you because your personality is like being hit by a truck of happiness and energy. She's like legitimately happy and kind, and it's adorable. You're happy and excited with the force of a freight train. It just shows up unexpectedly, and I don't know how to deal
Well, to be fair, I literally ran into you when I first met you.
Yeah.
with the force of a freight train.
She's
Right
furiously
now is
happy.
the force of a cat.
Would it be
Named
rude to
Dawn.
ask how old you are?
23. So
Oh, you're my senior.
we're same age-ish, budsies. Not that that matters.
Just remember, my legal guardian is no
But it also
longer in
depends.
the party.
How
You-
I know
yeah, but
goblins don't live
you-
super long. How long do Verdan live?
Well, my mom didn't make it past 40,
Oh.
and Dad, not long after 40 as well. I don't know.
Was
Not
it
very long.
That's much
natural-
shorter. I'm expecting, like, our gnomes expect to reach 200-300.
Was it natural causes
Uh,
or?
Mom was a caravan guard. Dad didn't work. Dad
Okay.
got sick. Naturally, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
But oh right.
Anyways, are we leaving for Fahrenfeld today, or are we spending the night again?
What would be the
We
best
should
way
at
to?
least stay one night. We told the guard that we'd be at the inn.
Yeah. Also, we should find out the best way to get to
Theioryn Fall.
Theioryn Fall.
Because you want to go and talk to the wizard?
Yes.
Yes.
And it's on the way to our next location anyways. Arguably,
Might be a slight detour, but it's in the
Also-
right general direction.
arguably speaking,
Also, we
according
keep-
to the map.
We keep slipping gold pieces to people for information. We should maybe stock up more on gold pieces.
Yeah, also...
Also, we need to
someone's-
afford an arm.
Yeah,
Yeah, and we need
I
to
mean,
avoid arm.
Collectively, we can absolutely afford the arm I'm inevitably going to need at this rate. But
And it's
I
on the-
can't afford the arm that I keep asking our gnome friends to create for me.
It's true.
So, yeah.
What is the best way to get to
Fahrenfeld?
yeah,
Fahrenfeld?
yeah.
Go out, exit
Yeah,
the
but-
doors, hang a left, walk.
More or less. There, you would know, and actually, Anna, you would know mostly, that there are major roads that go from Dognir to Ithamir,
Okay.
because that is one of their major trade routes.
Yeah.
Because they do a lot of importing of food. And
Yeah.
where does a lot of food come in? Well, from the seas.
All right. So there's this main artery. I'm very familiar with it. We should take it. It goes from Dogmere to Ithamir.
How long does it take?
Like 3 different. How long does it take?
Because it is a more major trade, like, there wasn't as much direct trade from Stonefort to Amanodel, which is why you had to go through the shitty path in the mountains.
Yep.
But you figured probably take you on foot probably about 3 to 4. Yeah, about 3 to 4 days.
Yeah.
To go from Dognir to Ithamir.
Out of curiosity, is there means of transit we can procure? As to not walk the entire way, because that's always fun.
You might be able to
Hitch a ride on a
hitch a
caravan?
ride with trade caravan. You may require to pay your way. You may be able to work as like guard essentially. But that depends on who you talk to attempt to hitch a ride.
What do you feel like doing? Do you want to?
I'm all for money at the moment because I have less funds since we're making me an arm. So if we could get paid to go in the direction we're planning on it, I'm all on board with this. It's much better than walking.
How's that sound to you?
That sounds great. Since we're on that topic then, killing the harpies and the goblin bandit people, do they happen to be on the way as well, roughly speaking?
Or are they not on the main road?
The goblins were en route to Ithamir.
So I guess we can go take out goblins.
Potentially. Okay.
Yeah, so you could do the goblins. The harpies were more northwards.
Okay.
Okay, so...
Just as a
Yeah.
thing we could do.
Yep. Actually, roll me an intelligence check.
Oh no.
All of us?
All of you. KU with disadvantage.
Sorry.
12.
Jesus, I am not rolling well right now.
I rolled 12 and 13. So, I was gonna...
It's just straight
4.
intelligence?
Yeah.
22.
Very good.
5?
Yep.
So,
But that goes to jail.
3 of you have never actually taken a, straight up job board quest outside of the trip out to deal with Danik and his wolves.
That makes sense.
You got disadvantage because you
I-
don't know how the world works, let alone...
I don't know what any of this is.
Yeah, that's why you
so-
got disadvantage on your roll.
That makes perfect sense.
Most of your tasks were just assigned to you. Is never
Yep.
go and get a quest.
Nope.
You've, having worked your way across the world, because you were not just, I am inherently rich. You had to pick up jobs. So you got very accustomed to doing job board type work. And it's usually the kind of thing where it's you be like, I am doing this job. So that way you don't have 30 different groups all going to try and do the same job. And then you return to the point of origin where you've taken the quest, or taken that job posting to redeem it. So going and hunting the goblins or anything like that, you'd go out, kill the goblins, make a trip back into Dogmere.
Is that something we want to do, or do we want to just join a caravan and do a guard duty?
For the Farenthal one, if we went to see the wizard, though, the wizard would most likely be the one that pays us.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
because
that is a job request specifically from him.
Yeah.
And when you had gone with Danik, he paid you because he was the...
he was the host of the quest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas these ones are... The goblins and the harpies are being funded by the city.
So we'd have to go back to Dogmere if we
Yeah.
wanted it.
I was actually hoping that Ithamir might also have the same goblin problem if it was partway along and we could learn about it there, kill the wild goblins, get the bounty. in
It is
Ithamir, but
it
it's
is
not
within the
necessarily-
mountain region, so that falls under the domain of the dwarves.
Who earns? Okay, well, there's a thought. We can just do the wizard thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well.
I'm interested in the wizard's artifact.
Actually.
And I'm interested in us getting paid to go to Ithamir and then head north.
Let's find a caravan we can go lend our services to then.
Or see if we can find caravans that are in need of services.
So you're heading out to immediately, or are you staying in town for the night? What are you doing?
Should probably check out the caravans because if there's one leaving tonight, then the one's not leaving for a month. Next one's not leaving for a month.
Yeah.
We'd probably want the tonight one.
And I mean, on top of that, though, too, if they're leaving tonight, we're on guard duty. And
Yeah.
we're getting paid anyways, and we have a group of people to travel with. That's less of a problem and less costly for some of us poor people.
That sounds good. All right, yeah, we're gonna go head out and check out the caravans.
Okay.
See when one is leaving.
So asking around, because you haven't really done much traveling out of the Dwarven cities via caravan, you go asking around to where a lot of that kind of stuff would be taking place, and there is basically a loading zone that is up towards the main entrance to Dogmere, where a lot of people get a lot of the stuff prepped up a night or two in advance before they head out. And as you're getting up there, you see several different wagons, probably about 5 or 6 larger wagons that are being loaded into various freight. And the like various dwarves like hauling stuff in. You see a couple of humans there as well hauling stuff into the carts, and there's 4 dwarves that are kind of barking orders to the different groups. The first dwarf seems a little bit tall for a dwarf. Still like looking at him, like he is very much a dwarf, but he's about half a foot taller than most of the dwarves you've seen. And he's got this just matted gray beard, bald on top, but just plenty of beard. And he's barking orders to a couple of dwarves who are loading stuff up. Just a second. You've also got a dwarf, jet black hair, pulled tight back into a ponytail. His beard is shaved very close, so it's more or less just stubble all the way across his face. And you've got a red-headed dwarf. His beard is a bit more brown than red, but the hair on top of his head, most of it is a fairly bright tinge of red. And then there is the last dwarf who has no beard, bald on top of his head,
Oh.
and he is very round.
Oh.
Are we sure he's a dwarf?
He looks very, like, his face looks very dwarfy, but looks weird without the beard. So it's the 4 caravan heads that are looking to disembark at some point. Who is talking to whom, or who are you trying to approach, and all that?
Oh, I'm gone. I'm up to the first
Oh,
one.
no.
Oh, hi there. We're looking for a caravan that's heading to
Which one's the first
Emerald Down.
one?
The
matted graybeard?
Graybeard, yeah.
Okay.
Gotta get a leash.
I was
Yeah, remember when K was the directional cue for the party? That has now apparently
it's changed.
changed.
Way to go, Sil.
So, sorry, what were you saying?
It's like, oh, hi, we're looking for a caravan that's going to
Ithamir.
Ithamir.
Are you paying your way?
Oh, either paying or guarding.
And he's looking at your very small size and just kind of starts laughing. Especially with, like, you holding, like, the lamp. So it's just, like, awkwardly large weapon on tiny creature, and he's like...
I'm gonna walk up behind her and be like, I'm sorry, good sir. A few of us are hoping to take an odd job going to Ithomir, possibly lending our services along the way. You wouldn't happen to know who would be looking for some extra protection duty, would you?
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I'm heading north, but and he kind of looks at the 3 other dwarves that are kind of barking orders. And
Mm-hmm.
I think that those 2, and he points to the bald one and the guy with the black ponytail. Like, I think they're saying something about Ithomir. Don't know if they're going straight there, but might be.
Thank you very much for your time. Wait 5 seconds. Anna, in your business... No, more than 5 seconds. Out to 90.
As soon as you said wait 5 seconds, it's like, I just started counting 1.
Can I grapple the dwarf? Or not the dwarf. Can I...
You just run up and just tackle the
No,
door.
don't tackle the door.
Can I grapple or no?
Arm bar.
He's a mess.
Can I grapple so...
How dare you not be going to the mirror?
It's not what
Anna, in your business experience, which of our 2 friends would you trust to strike a deal? The black ponytail or the bald one?
Black ponytail.
I'm kind of leaning to the black ponytail as well.
Is the bald one smiling?
They're both kind of barking orders, so they're not really like, ah, it's just kind of like, we need to get this shit done.
All right. Well, I feel like a dwarf with none of this going on doesn't take shit from no one. Like, you know,
He's
Gets-
very hard-lined.
So we should work for him?
We should talk to the bald, the hairless dwarf.
All right,
you
then.
might just say no.
The
That's
dwarven
very
bowling
true.
ball. Okay.
Let's go talk to the hairless dwarf.
Okay. So you go moseying up to the hairless dwarf. What do you?
Hello, sir. Do you have a moment?
3.
Good. 3 moments are all I need. A group of us are heading to Ithamir and are hoping to procure our way by doing an extra bit of protection duty. Would you be interested?
So you're hired as mercs.
Yes.
What's the wage?
What are you willing to pay?
Uh-oh.
Mercs that don't know what they're paying. Okay.
This is why you do the negotiation.
Jumped right in there.
Well, that's very simple. Are you heading straight to Ithamir?
See?
So that is a 3-day journey, correct?
Ish.
Then we will charge 30 gold per person.
That's gonna be quite expensive for a 3-day trip. Because if you're looking at 30 gold per person, and you're looking at the 4 people, that's at 120 gold.
Tell you what, since we're heading in the same direction, let's make it 5 per person.
It's too late. You've already let the gnomes start talking. There is not a chance in our lives.
We just learned that I should not do this.
You shouldn't do
The
this.
black ponytail might be better now. I could try and start fresh.
I mean, at this point, you might as well see where this goes.
For sure. Let's run its course.
I was also thinking per day, so I should have said 15.
You did
I
not
said
say
5.
per
I
day. You
did
said
not
5
say
gold
per day.
So 20 gold for the Latia to the trip to Ithamir. I'd pay that.
Then it's a deal.
No, wait. Not 20 for the lot of us?
For the group.
For the group?
That's
For
my,
the
my
group?
understanding.
A day?
We get you there safely. You give our ragtag team 20 gold. That
Yep.
is how it works.
I mean, I'm
It
personally.
means we don't pay to get there, and we got money.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
At this point, we're.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not.
Is that 20 each? Or
No,
20?
It's 5
total.
gold each.
So
5
5 gold each.
All right, then.
I mean, that's perfectly fine by me.
I guess, yeah, go for it.
How
What
many
do
people
I know?
in your caravan?
Me.
Cool.
Good.
This is easy.
What's your name?
I'm Morik.
You will remember.
You will remember Morik.
Alright.
You will remember Yorick Mori.
Mold.
Mori or Morik?
Morik. Morik.
When do we depart?
Leaving tomorrow afternoon.
Okay. In time, we'll be here.
Sounds good. What? No, put that barrel back where I told you. You do something, you gotta do it right yourself. And he goes moseying off.
Alright.
Well, this should be interesting 3 days.
Starting tomorrow,
Yes.
which means dinner and sleep. And back to
Yeah.
The chiseled nook.
nook.
Okay. So you guys are, find. It takes you a little bit to get back to the Chiseled Nook. You've kind of been all over the place. It's kind of like, oh god, all these trees look the same.
Yeah.
But
How
you
does
eventually,
anyone find their way around this place?
but you eventually find your way to the Chiseled Nook, and you go and you're able to get yourself some food and pay for another night of lodging. So it's gold apiece for.
Everybody pay gold.
Gold piece. Gold piece here.
And was anyone buying rations or anything like that for the?
I still
or does
have
everyone-
I still have some. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm also good.
How much is dinner?
Dinner is 3 silver.
Easy peasy.
3
Thank you.
silver.
Can I give dog a bath and try to find that copper coin?
It takes you well into the evening, but you're able to like dismantle the one leg, and it's like you're just sitting there, just like you just hear the clang as like the leg comes off of dog.
Ooh. And as I pull the leg off, since I had to pull it off anyway, I like come out and go, Anna, do you think it'd be better if I made it slightly longer, make it slightly faster? Do you think?
Captain. Oh wait, I'm asleep in my
You're
room.
in a different room.
Faster's good. Yeah. Do that. Do you need help?
No. I was just asking if you thought it'd be better. Go back in.
So you keep working on dog, the robot cat. That was supposed to be an octopus. But yeah, so you do eventually, after like dismantling much of the leg and foot, find that copper coin. And so as the night wears on, okay, roll me a save.
It's below 11.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
It's not a crit fail.
it's not a crit fail, but it's below 11. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Partway through the night, you are awoken to the sound of shattering glass.
In our room? Can we tell if it's our room or a different room?
Roll me a perception.
10.
14.
Mainly, did I wake up in bed and see our window broken? That's really all I can
Perception?
tell you.
I don't know why I rolled. Sorry.
14.
That was just you two, right?
No, it's everyone.
23.
You're all awoken by the sound of
Yeah.
shattering glass.
23.
23?
Yeah. 13.
13?
Oh, no, 14.
14?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, quickly looking around. Your room is not covered in glass. It's not in my room.
Okay.
Anna and Theo and Sylvania, you would all know that, judging from where the sound of the glass came from, it was probably the window at the end of the hall.
I get up and
Door open.
Up, door open,
I'm
looking down.
Firefly.
And I'm rolling over and I'm grabbing my bow and my quiver.
Okay, so you roll over, grab your bow and your quiver.
Because...
I pull out my lightning glove.
I want...
Because 2 of us are thinking combat, and 2 of us are thinking, what's that?
Anna and Theo.
Mm-hmm.
One of you pick evens, one of you pick odds. Who's getting which?
I'll be odds.
Okay, I'll be evens.
Okay.
Who does it hit?
So the way the rooms are lined up is essentially like all on the hall, like every little bit there's the door.
Mm-hmm.
Your door is basically here.
Mm-hmm.
Your room was here, and then the window is here. So you open up your door, like Firefly glowing in hand, just kind of like, what's going on? And as soon as you like open your door, a young dwarf just like bowls you over as you open the door, and then immediately like turns and like slams the door behind you.
No.
I now have lightning glove on and I'm just like looking at him.
Sorry, as in like sends me back in the room and closes the door on it. Okay.
Yeah. And she's looking at you like frantically, like, I gotta hide, please help me hide, I gotta get out of here. Like, and she's like completely frantically panicking, just like rambling.
What's in the rooms? Are there closets?
Yes, there are closets in the room. There's the 2 beds that you 2 have, which are elevated slightly, so there is space underneath the beds.
Okay, can I do an insight check?
Sure.
Oh, that's bad. That's an 11.
She's scared for her life.
Okay.
Better closet.
I don't care. And she goes and she just kind of like dives under one of the beds.
I'm gonna tuck the blankets down so you can't see. Like I'm not sure. Does the bed have a skirt?
The bed does not have a skirt.
I'm gonna sort of make it just look like the bed is made and there's a blanket covering the... So she can't be seen.
Okay.
So when I went to the door, did I see movement of any kind?
Yeah, as soon as you open the door and you look over and you just watch a figure vanish into
Their room.
the gal's room.
One more thing.
Yes.
I'm gonna pull up the blanket and be like, don't say a word. I'm gonna cast invisibility on her.
Okay. So roll me your d20.
Okay, what is that? Is that a 15 or a 7?
It's a 15.
A 15 or a 7. Okay, what? Let me see this number because I'm. What the f is wrong with your dice?
No, that wasn't the
15 and a
problem.
7.
It is a 15.
It was very much...
It's
Okay.
just that it did that thing where the momentum had it on its edge, and it was like, I'm not moving. She asked, and went,
Okay.
And
It
it's
was
I was
very
like,
weird.
how can you not tell the difference between a 15 and a 7?
It was balanced real well.
no, it was just, it had stopped, and we're like, you done?
Because it wasn't touching the wall or anything, so it didn't really make sense.
If it had, like, stopped on that edge, it was like, waiting.
perfect.
It was
waiting.
cocked.
Okay.
Well, she's casting invisibility. Can I pull out like a little thing full of grease and I'm casting grease and like slam it in front of the door?
Ah, damn. Okay.
You're casting grease in front of the door.
We can't play this off now. You can't go back to bed and say, we don't know what's going on.
Well, it could be just it's what I do when I go to bed. It's like
It's your
boom.
ritual.
It's your ritual.
I'm gonna hop in the bed and pretend to be sleeping.
I'm gonna go to their door because I saw a figure come in, and I'm gonna first I'm gonna put my ear to it really quickly, and then I'm gonna be like, Anna?
You hear a smash right on the other side of the door.
Jesus, what the? I open it and I look inside, and I'm
Dexterity
guessing.
saving throw.
Dexterity.
Yeah, I'm guessing I'm gonna get my ass handed by this fucking grease. I rolled a 19. I fucking.
Yeah, your feet slide around. You like grab onto the wall.
What the? Why is there grease on the floor?
I thought someone might come in and attack us, and that would help.
Are you two alright? I thought there's a broken window out there. I thought I saw something.
Yeah, that's why I threw grease on the floor.
While you are like, oh god, what is going on? You do start hearing yelling coming from downstairs, and like it's muffled and incoherent, so you're not quite sure what's being said. But then you do start hearing heavy footfalls coming up the stairs.
Is it too much to ask
can I
everyone to act
pull
natural?
Theo in?
You can pull me in.
Oh
shit.
Door.
I guess Kay will be in a partial state of undress with a bow drawn, standing at the door to his room, being like,
Forward in your underwear.
I sleep in my underwear, okay? And I'm like, I'm
really
armed
does.
now because there was a window breaking, and I'm like, and that's where I'm gonna stay.
So you're standing in the hall.
Well, I'm
in the
standing
doorway.
in the doorway, being like,
You're standing in the doorway and you're gauged with a bow and arrow. Got it.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And you get pulled inside the room. And
Yep.
You close the door behind. Kunk.
Because I'm assuming I'm slightly behind enough that I might hear the door close with Theo, but I'm not so much prepped because I'm like I was prefacing myself with weapons.
Yeah.
More than the. Okay, so there we go.
Okay, so you get pulled inside the room.
Yep.
And door closed behind you.
I'm very confused. There's grease
There's
everywhere.
grease everywhere.
There's grease
Dogs in the
everywhere. I'm like, what are you doing? What is going
I'm
on?
cleaning dog.
There's a visitor in this room. You can't see them. You don't know about it though. Pretend I didn't even tell you that.
Okay.
And they seemed really freaked out. I'm gonna get ready for a fight.
I'm gonna start putting on.
Okay.
armor.
All right.
I'm just almost naked with a bow and an arrow, and I'm very confused. It's great.
Okay, you see it first.
Do we play this off?
Coming down the hallway, there are 3 dwarves in what looks to be heavy leather armor, essentially. But they come storming down the hall and they start banging on each person's door. The one sees you standing out in the hall in your ginch and walks up and is like,
Awesome.
"Did you see someone come through here?"
No, I heard the crash, and by the time I opened the door, the hallway was empty.
And he's gonna try and like look past you into the room. And
By all means, take a look.
kind of looks. Okay. And moves over, starts banging on the next door.
Do you think that there's some kind of crazy thing we can do to make it look like they don't want to spend their time investigating this room?
Yeah, we were working on dog here.
Okay.
There was
Can
a
I
grease
pull
spill.
the dog's leg back off really quick? Just like in the door.
I just like
Okay.
frame it, and I'm just gonna be like, well, this was nice.
I'm going-
I'm closing my door, and I'm just gonna casually sit.
I'm gonna quickly cast a light spell so that it looks like we weren't working in the dark.
Oh, yes.
But like it is set like have it like
Focus the light
focus-
source
yeah,
not near the door.
not near the door, so there's no shadows casting under the door. It's like in a corner in a place, but there's grease on the floor, and I'm
You're
just
gonna
gonna
you're gonna stage it to
I'm
make
gonna-
it look like the animatronic dog leaked all over the floor.
yeah.
I've got grease on my hands to make it look like I was working on it.
I'm already covered in grease, so
I go 1 second, and I'm gonna try to go across my own grease.
Yeah, they bang on the door and
And I fail to go across my own. Wait, is that a saving throw? What is my actual saving throw?
it is a saving throw. Dexterity saving throw.
Nope, I failed to get across my own floor.
So you step forward, just feet just whoop, bam, as you fall flat on the floor by the door, and you're just kind of like reaching up, like grab on the doorknob and like turn it, like pulling yourself up as you're.
Okay, Fuller's like, can I help?
Sorry for the and looking like the puddle of grease, and just you like covered in your own grease, like rude awakening.
Don't worry, we're asleep.
Gnomes. We're searching for a criminal, young girl. You recently spotted fleeing into the sin. Short black hair, brown leather tatters. Seen her?
Dog, did you get in trouble again? Dog just kind of pokes head around.
With the 3 legs kind of wobbling.
I'm gonna like put myself in the corner of the room.
Dog falls over in the grease.
You're making it worse.
Start crying.
I start crying. I'm like, I don't know.
There's
Why am I
grease
crying?
everywhere.
Why am I crying?
Grease everywhere. Oh my god, why are you so weird?
Roll me performance
Oh,
check.
crap. It's okay. It's really bad. Okay, I did 14.
Okay. Okay. The guy, like, he's looking at you, just like, oh, what the? Anyways, did you see the girl?
No.
No.
I'm hiding in the corner. Just like I'm hiding in the... I don't know if he's talking to me or if he sees me.
He's like talking to everyone.
Oh, okay, he sees me. I'm just like, no.
I'm like, kind of got my hands full.
I'm kind of. No! Does it look like I may have seen something?
I've been a little preoccupied. Hey, you said the silken.
There's an avatar dog and there's grease on the floor!
Jeez. As you realize that I keep calling the cat a dog.
Oh, God.
He's like, well, if you see her, be wary. Don't approach her, don't talk to her, don't anything. Just
Oh,
talk to Vorkeld and let him know when and where you've seen her.
Will do.
Vorkold?
curiosity, why are you looking for her at the
Vorkeld.
dead of night?
Vorkhil.
As I'm like pushing off grease off of myself.
She was recently spotted rushing into the inn.
Okay, but why?
Unfortunately, we're not at liberty to discuss the particulars of her crimes.
Oh, good, great, wonderful. Thank you for your time, sir. I'm covered in grease.
Is very angry bitter elf right now is just done.
Nope.
Jeez.
I don't have rags.
I don't know.
Oh.
I have a feeling someone's gonna be paying extra for the cleaning.
Yeah. Does he leave?
He looks he's like, if you see anything, report it to Oracle.
Yeah. Insight check. Does he believe us? 13.
13? You don't know. You don't see any reason why he wouldn't.
Okay.
Mostly
Oh.
he's too flabbergasted. Whatever
He's confused with what the
you three
is
were
going
doing.
There's grease on the floor.
Yeah.
Right, I keep forgetting that Theo actually meditates, so
Cat that
probably
would call a
meditates
dog.
in clothing, whereas I sleep in underpants.
Yeah, I don't need
So
to
it would
take
have been
anything off.
So
I'm not.
much funnier.
I'm not
It-
naked.
It would have been so much funnier if you were just in like undergarments
Oh,
covered
no.
in oil.
I'm
It
not
would have
doing
been
that.
Hilarious.
First off, that is a fantasy no one needs.
That's what you go to the Silken Tavern for.
And no. No.
Like, closed door. Just kind of like lay down for a minute. It's just like, it'll go. I know it'll go away in a minute, so I kind of just lay down, just like, yep.
And you hear them banging on other doors as well. After about 15 or so minutes, you hear those footsteps kind of head back down the stairs, and that's it.
First things first, Syl, do you have rags? That seems like a thing you
After
might
this
have.
long, it will just have evaporated because it only lasts a minute.
That's how it is? Oh, it's magic grease?
Yeah.
Cool.
I was really worried.
Grease.
Great.
Yeah, you're like, Zan's like, I'm covered in grease, and then like the spell ends. You're just like,
Oh,
what?
you're very lucky that I didn't have to wash it out of my hair.
Okay.
I have white hair. Keeping it clean is not fun, especially when it's... You're lucky. That's
Well,
it.
It
What the
lasted a minute.
What the hell is going on?
Alright, don't be mad.
Okay. Too late, but okay, let's back this up.
Okay, before we carry on, though, we're gonna take a break.
Oh, okay.
That's a good
Yeah,
stuff.
that's a good
And
idea.
we'll carry on afterwards.
Okay.
Promise you won't be mad.
Okay, promise me. Too
And
late.
that's where we're gonna start a break. So back in about 10 minutes. We will be back. Start that. Alrighty, we are back. We had just indulged ourselves in glorious banana bread. It's fucking delicious. So, Anna, promise me you won't be mad, but
But, so remember when I said we have there's a visitor in this room? There's someone in this room?
Yes. And then we scrambled.
Yeah.
And yes.
Might be in connection to what that guard person was saying.
I think that is a logical conclusion to
Yeah,
come to.
Okay. They may or may not be under the bed right now.
You mean hearing us as we're speaking? Hey! You! Under the bed!
as you yell, you hear the thump. As underneath the bed you're sitting on, you just feel it just kind of bump a little bit.
I'm gonna lift the blanket up.
To see
Sit here.
nothing.
Like,
Right. Very
I'm
much
putting
invisible.
dog's leg back on.
If this is nothing but shenanigans, I'm going back to bed. And I don't even sleep. I'm done sleeping tonight.
I'm going to address the person and say,
So point blank, did you do it?
You kind of hear like this shuffling as You assume that they're... Actually, how long does invisibility last?
An hour,
Or until you drop it?
or until I drop it. Not
Okay.
dropping it yet. Also, kind of whispering.
Okay.
Like to...
So you... Theo wasn't. But you hear this kind of... as, and you can see part of the blanket move as they climb out from underneath the bed.
I'm gonna sit on the other bed and just, like, wait for whatever.
Wait for a voice from the ether.
And I'm gonna put the blanket around their form, like try and guess as to from where the bed dipped.
That's a new trick. Did they do that?
That was me.
Roll me just a d20.
Only a blanket check.
Nicely done.
I rolled a 3.
Just throw it right over her face.
Flop it up and it like settles down and just like nothing there. Just like, and then from behind you hear, are they gone?
Well, I wouldn't bet my money on that, so hang tight. Because if I was a guard and I was pretty sure you came into this building and I didn't see you, I would wait around. I believe I asked a question first.
She's like looking and like, I'm invisible, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're very invisible.
You watch the curtain by the to the window out, kind of like move to the side a little bit. Yep, they're still outside.
Interesting. Who are you? Why are you here? Why did you break through a window? And why did I get covered in grease for this?
I had nothing to do with the grease.
No.
Um,
Maybe.
my name is Marigold,
Your name is Marigold.
and so short story made shorter. They want me dead.
Why?
And she's kind of like, see what's the long version.
Did you steal their blueprints?
No.
Okay.
So, first things first, those aren't city guard.
No.
No, they're goons from the Stonecaller clan, one of the major crime syndicates of the city.
I'm sorry, the who?
The Stonecaller clan.
Not the one, our clan.
They're one of the major crime syndicates of the city.
Oh. And why are they after you?
So, I was scrounging in an alley for food when I heard a scuffle. Figured it was Korg and Korg brawling again. It's always fun to watch those two fight. Back there in a corner and see those two slit the throat of some hoofy-doo merchant. Then they plant a very fancy knife in his chest. They got back on it. They were probably trying to frame someone for murder. And I was not a witness, which means loose end.
Gonna hella insight that.
Yeah.
'Kay.
Hella insight.
Damn it. Fuck
I
me.
believe them.
Please.
My
Give me
insight is
something
not that
good.
great. My insight is 12.
4.
I believe them.
You believe them? You don't see any reason to disbelieve.
Cool. So, because I don't know why, Kay's gonna knock on the door because he didn't decide to go back to bed.
Of course not.
Because I rolled high enough to be actually interested in whatever
why the
just
hell-
happened.
Yeah.
I put glove back on. I open door. So the first thing you see is just this like electrical glove. Oh, hi, Kay.
Hi.
Did you put your clothes back on?
Nope.
I figured not. Alright.
Kay, you
So
want to come
Kay
in?
Kay walks into the room just wearing his underwear
I
and
still
carrying a
have...
bow and arrow.
Yes.
And I close the door.
Great, the party's here.
I take off my poncho and I just pass it to Kay. We have company. You're indecent. We have company.
Indecent?
Just put it on.
Don't know how this is. Well, actually, this is reasonably.
It fits
effective.
you because I'm an inch taller than you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it goes down to my knees, so you're quite sufficiently covered.
Yep. I just pulled up the picture of Theo. It's like, oh yeah, that one.
Marigold.
Kay is now decent.
So, what the fuck was that?
So apparently those are criminal syndicate and they're here to kill our friend.
We have a friend in here. She's invisible, by the way, so...
Hi. And you just hear like this disembodied voice from somewhere in the room.
Uh-huh.
Sit down, Kay. It's gonna be a long night.
Why did I enter this room?
Why do we do anything? So, this Stonecaller clan committed murder and they saw you. Now they want you dead.
More
How
or
can you
less.
see someone who's invisible?
We can't. We just talk to a disembodied voice.
So you're saying that they're not part of like the guard, like they don't control the guard or anything crazy like that?
Oh, they've got a lot of the guards in their pocket, but those ones in particular, they're just part of the clan.
So if we brought you out of town with us tomorrow, then you probably wouldn't be killed as soon as we walked out with you?
Theoretically, assuming they don't see me.
Well, here's the question. What do you want to do? Because obviously, we just helped you, and if they figure out that we helped you,
We were up shit creek without a paddle.
Yes, and we were planning on leaving town tomorrow. So, what do you want to do, Miss Marigold?
Well, I'm also in a bit of a bind up shit creek without the proverbial paddle. Now, I'd like to really keep living, and the goons up there would really rather I not. And
How does Ithamir sound?
too close.
Does Ithamir
well-
start?
Yeah.
It's better than here, because if I stay here, and any of them find me, I'm going to wind up dead. Because, at the way this is, I'm a loose end. And the crime syndicates don't really like having loose ends floating around.
So what do we
Especially
get?
when they're trying to frame someone else for a murder.
So what do we get for helping you?
I'm in love with you. I'm a street rat. Clanless orphan. No money.
I never said money.
And you can't see her because she's still invisible, but you just get these glaring, you can just feel these glaring eyes on you. I'm not giving you that.
I never asked for that either. Specifically as a street rat. I'm assuming
Okay.
you hear things.
Okay, remember not to be sassy when we're talking to guests.
I'm talking to a disembodied voice. At this point, I can't treat a voice as a guest. I'm currently asking the disembodied voice if they might potentially be willing to share information. Because as a street rat, you often hear things and see things that you shouldn't. And typically everything would be, I'm assuming, fine, because that's how it works in the Fae, as long as no one knows you.
Rats in the Fae.
Yes. It's
They're
more...
literally rats. I've heard the Fae is a really fucked up place.
It's different. It's just, it's very hard for me to explain.
I'm picturing a street literally made of rats. That is what I'm imagining right now.
I want to put a
Yeah,
price
and
on it.
just imagine they all talk to you. And they
That's
each drop on
mortifying. I
you.
hate rats.
Well,
They'll
I-
taste nice if you cook them up right.
yeah, I don't recommend going to the Fae then.
Yeah, I think I'd have a pretty hard-pressed time to get there.
Well, actually,
Well, you just hold on to this one long enough and you might end up there.
don't.
So avoid you. Got it.
Perfect.
All right then. So, what can you trade us? Information, cooking skills.
I can cook, I suppose. Though, can't guarantee how good any of it is. I, once again, live in the street. I'll eat pretty much anything.
Do you have family here?
Street rat.
Orphan. Street rat.
I had to
So the
check.
answer's no.
Maybe there was an extra. Maybe there was an adopted little brother. Who knew?
Nope.
All right then. So you are
I'll
by
help you if you take a look at this.
We're going to ask for a little bit more than that, but if you want, you
Okay,
can.
you have my support if you look at this.
You have her support. We're going to ask for a little bit more.
She's gonna. You once again still invisible. So you just see like this blueprint that you have just like get pulled out of your hands and just like floating there.
Oh, that's comforting. The disembodied voice can touch things. Great.
You watch it turn, turn. I have no clue what this is. What is it supposed to be?
I don't know. I take it back. It's like, well, yeah, my support.
And
I say we bring her to
a
Ithamir.
perception check with disadvantage.
Me?
Yeah.
I think it's 11.
She pokes you in the ribs. You just feel this like finger just jab you in the ribs, and it's like,
Disembodied voice. Rude? Rude.
I didn't do anything. And she's like, you hear the voice from like further away from you.
Well, I say we sleep for the night and then bring her to Ithami in the morning.
So Marigold, you plan on staying in the room all nice and snug as a bug in a rug?
Better in here than out there.
Anna, do you want to take my room? Take my bed? I don't need it.
I guess. I was gonna try and stay watch. Not that I think you're like super stabby.
Theo's already slept all Theo needs to for the
have
night.
you? Yeah.
I don't need to sleep anymore.
Yeah, you have your 4-hour rest.
I had my 4 hours.
All right.
Because
Well,
elves.
I'm gonna go back to bed because this is really too fucked up for me to understand at this great early hour.
so
Are
Marigold.
you still comfortable staying in this room?
Yep.
Great. I'm gonna go to sleep then, and we'll reconvene in the morning with a fresh new invisibility spell to get you through the city.
Do you think you could drop invisibility now?
Oh, that was the plan.
Yeah.
I'm like, Marigold, say hello to the party.
Well,
Snap.
I kind of already said hello to the party.
Yeah,
but,
in the
the
flesh.
party can save me, I guess. And she's standing there. She's got short black hair. It's cut. It's shaved almost to the scalp. And then there's patterns that are etched into it. It does very little to hide various scars that she has littered about her scalp. Her jawline is a fair bit wider and a bit more rugged. She stands just under 4 feet tall. She's wearing a tattered brown leather shirt and a pair of heavy, like, jean-like pants. Most of the seams on her wardrobe look like they've been frayed and just haphazardly sewn back together. And starting from her shoulder and going down to the tips of her fingers, her arms are covered in sharp, angular tattoos that weave in and out of each other as they go.
Do I recognize what they might be? Like the look of them? Are they?
They're dwarven in style, and just from like seeing the dwarven art, you can tell like these are a dwarven pattern. But you don't have any. You wouldn't have any idea if there's any like significance to them.
Good night.
Good night.
I tell Dog to sit in front of the door, which means that they'll probably lay down in front of the door.
Dog walks up and starts making circles in front of the door for the next like 15 minutes before finally like thumping against the door.
Is there a
Good
stool
dog.
or anything in the room?
Yeah, there'd be a couple chairs, a small table,
I-
stuff like that.
Take one of the chairs. I point Marigold to
The bed.
the bed because I'm guessing it's like bed window.
Yeah.
Right? And I point her to one of the beds and I pull up the chair so that I'm facing her but also able to look out the window.
Yeah.
And I say, go to sleep. And I'm just going to sit there and I'm going to look out the window and keep an eye out on the...
So are you going to Theo's bed then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're bunkmates.
Uh-huh. Good night, Anna.
Yeah, you're in bed, like say, and then you hear the door open and close, and it's, I'm sleeping here.
Yeah.
Cool. Good night.
Remember to grab my stuff on the way out.
So for the first, like, she's kind of like awkwardly, like, she climbs into the bed, and at some point in time, she kind of like kicks off most of the covers and just kind of like laying there. And she, for the first little while, she's just staring at you because you've basically propped yourself up, so you're looking at her and out the window.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just that uncomfortable feeling of like someone's watching me.
Yes, I am. Every once in a while, my eyes just dart. And then I dart back out. And then I dart. And I go, you should sleep. And then I turn out the whole way out.
And
I am trying to make her feel uncomfortable.
yep.
And then
After a while, she does eventually fall asleep.
morning.
We need K to
I thought we did that already.
Every morning.
Oh.
Every single... It's grown again.
Oh, God, Kay.
Yeah, right? Like, we should work on removing my arm. Or going back to Am, no doubt, but clearly my arm is...
Zugin comes back for 30 seconds just to shut the door.
A portal opens up next to me.
Zugin jumps the
Portal
All you see
closes.
is bugbear arms.
Just reaches from a portal somewhere.
Awesome.
Be terrifying. Just watch me scream. Anna's like, Slugworth!
On the stub. Like, oh god.
I mean, that'd be a way to cauterize a wound for sure.
I think Firefly would work better.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah, but it would hurt more.
I mean, you'd probably want to cauterize it first and then heal it.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Stop bleeding immediately and then try and... It's just a flesh wound. I
It's
mean,
only a flesh wound.
but yeah, it's getting bigger. I'm going to start my morning off with shaving.
Okay.
Want a
Or-
hand?
No.
Okay.
My elbow's a very tender area right now because there's extra bone things coming out of my joints, and it's
Yep.
really not something I want to. I'm gonna roll dexterity.
What'd
Oh, thank God.
you roll?
21.
Oh yeah, you're fine. you get one point where you're just like, no, I'm just gonna, and you're gonna cut this way. No, I'm just gonna start shaving back the other way, just like take it off chip by chip. It's like, that would have been uncomfortable.
Yep. And as always, I put all of
All your
my
shavings into the bag.
shavings into the one pocket because Lord only knows. Maybe this wizard might be of help. Maybe maybe I'll reach and touch his artifact and it'll burst my arm off. Who knows?
Touch the artifact, just the entire arm just gone.
Well, I mean, we're already building me a new one at this point.
I haven't tested all the possibilities of all those shards. I only tried alchemical possibilities.
So as morning rises, you go and you start shaving, and at one point you kind of look over and Marigold's sleeping. You look out the window. A minute or so later, you look back again. She's just laying there, wide-eyed, staring at you.
Did you sleep well?
It's comfier than I usually sleep.
I'm glad. We should get up, we should go, and we should go see Annah so she can cast invisibility on you. We actually aren't leaving till this afternoon, so maybe hang out for a bit, and then I'm gonna get up
When's checkout?
and go, Sylvania,
Checkout would probably be like late morning,
Yeah.
so...
Sylvania, could you please watch our new friend? Introduce her to Dog. I bet you she'd love that.
Dog!
Just
Here.
don't get grease on the floor, and then I'm gonna go down and check on Kay and Anna.
Okay.
Knock, knock, knock. Knock, knock, knock. Are you two awake? Knock, knock, knock.
No.
We're half. Well, he's half awake. I'm awake. What's up?
We're not leaving until later this afternoon. What do we want to do? And, well, I'm actually first. Can I come in?
Come in.
Thank you.
Let's do this.
Poncho.
But I'm comfy.
Well, if you want to keep wearing it, sure, but Poncho, I'll give it back to you tonight. It can be like a blanket. Thank you.
I just imagine Kate just like went to bed in the poncho.
Oh, I absolutely did. I wore that poncho overnight.
Oh, it smells like teenage boy.
Hey, at least, because we're here, at least I bathe.
That's very true.
So it doesn't smell like sweaty, dirty teenage boy.
It still smells like teenage boy. At least you don't just spray like Axe, like. Anyway.
No, that's
Just
what I
douse
bathed
yourself
in.
an axe.
Yeah. Anyway, we are not leaving till this afternoon.
Correct.
What do we do until then? I left Sylvania there. She's going to show her dog.
Good. That's will take all of 5 minutes. Anyways,
I told her not to throw her grease
Going
on the
back to the cart ride, there was a lot more than 5 minutes of showing off Dog.
Remember, dog is the storage device for all her magic. Oh, right. Dog is the storage device for all her magical contraptions.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
So,
Dog
like,
doesn't
the
like-
reason
I
why
can't
we
carry
don't
them.
go weight limit for a gnome
With
it's
strength of 8.
it's because Cat has all the compartments for
That's neat. All right. That
Well,
will
and
take
saddlebags.
25 minutes.
and,
And she
satellites.
writes it.
so maybe we can see if we can push checkout a little bit later.
Mm-hmm.
Just talk to the tavern person, say, oh, we're leaving at this time, but blah, 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 whatever, spin a tale. Maybe you and I should go and get some nice clothes.
I like that idea.
Such really
I think
simple.
she's got. I was a little. She kind of stands out
Yes,
with the tattoos.
she does. She's gonna be hella invisible on the walk to the
Oh yes, I agree.
caravan.
Yeah.
But once we get there, kind of want to spin it in a way where it's like, oh, hey, and Marigold wasn't with us yesterday, but she's part of our party all along. Don't worry, 20 gold for a lot of us still suffices. Like, somehow make it seem like it's natural that she's coming with us.
Yes, I agree. That's a good idea. I was going to be like, hey, she's our cook.
Cook works?
She's our page. She's a young spunky kid who we're training.
Love it. That is the tale we'll spin.
Squires.
Yes, she's a squire.
What's a squire?
None of us are knighted. That will never work.
Or anywhere remotely close.
That will never work. So,
So we'll get some nice clothes that
Yes.
cover the arms.
Yes,
And maybe a simple hood.
yep, a simple hood is pretty great. Maybe a dagger?
Yeah.
I don't know if we want to arm her.
I have enough. It's fine. Don't bother wasting more money.
Kobolds, right?
I mean,
Kobold
I
thing.
got rid of all of my kobold metal,
you got rid of
but
all
I
of it.
have multiple short swords on my persons at all times.
All right, then,
Beautiful.
we won't do that. We'll just go get her some nice clothes then.
If she needs to be armed.
Some good walking shoes.
Yes.
Yes, that's a
I
good
also
idea.
have a Kruthic arm in my inventory if she
Yes, you
really needs to be
Fidgetin.
armed.
Armed with
I have the blueprint for it. I also have the blueprint for it.
Oh!
I suppose we haven't talked about just mounting that on the cave.
Creepy
No.
arm.
It's not going to be useful for bow and
Yeah, you
arrow
just cut the string every time.
All right, Kate, we're gonna go shopping.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to come with?
Or do you want to stay with Sylvania and watch our new friend?
I crit 20 to I do not want to go shopping.
All right.
So
I am going to instead see if Sylvania, Marigold, and I are going to attempt to learn a card game.
Yes.
Okay.
that sounds like a very good. That sounds like a very good way to pass the time. We'll stop by the front desk on our way out too.
Okay.
Okay.
Specifically blackjack, because it's simple enough for anyone to learn, and also because
Well, I was thinking Sylvania was just going to pull out some like crazy ass like rule game that like
oh no,
that she's going to explain to you for the next like 6 hours.
This world's version of D&D.
Card game instead of a dice game.
no, we're sticking with we're gonna go with good old blackjack. Why? Because they have that in the Fae. Because people like to bet on stupid
You
things.
can also play
That they
dice or jacks.
Yes, I'm going with blackjack because it can be a strategy game, and we're going to play a game. And I figure Sylvania is probably good with numbers, so if she catches on to how to be really good at this game, it could be funny. Otherwise, I'll be the dealer.
Okay.
But to pass the time, we play blackjack.
Okay.
We're gonna stop by the front desk and be like, "Hello, sir. We're planning to leave, or planning on joining a caravan that doesn't leave until later this afternoon. Can we possibly postpone our checkout time until a little later?"
Let me see. He goes and he's like,
Do I have to?
I've got several rooms available already, so I don't care. Just make sure you're out of there by noon.
By noon?
By
Sounds
noon.
sounds good. Excellent. Thank you very much.
Hey.
Hey, we're gonna jellyfish our way out. Yeah.
So you jellyfish your way out, and you're heading down to the markets.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. And you're looking for a set of clothes for her, correct?
Yeah. Set of clothes that'll cover her tattoos, like Anna said.
Probably a hood.
Just,
A
just like
hood.
common clothes. or
Common.
looking for
Common.
Clothes. Common clothes.
Common clothes.
Common shoes.
Common shoes. Yeah, good pair of walking shoes, you
Yeah.
know.
Everything that's very, very generic.
Yeah.
Nothing that's gonna bump her AC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
But are we looking for like common clothes or like traveler's clothes?
Traveler's clothes might be...
traveler's clothes.
Yeah, we'll do traveler's clothes.
Makes
Traveler's
more
clothes?
sense.
Okay, so it's a total of 2 GP.
I float one, you float one.
Yeah, sure. Love that. Also, is there a place that sells a wooden spoon?
A wooden spoon.
Looking for a wooden spoon.
Yeah, you can find a wooden spoon easily enough.
How much?
It's copper.
Copper. Okay.
I'm very curious as to why you wanted a wooden spoon.
If she's gonna be our cook,
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm gonna go find cooking utensils, like a cooking kit.
An actual
kit.
cooking set.
Like an actual cooking kit.
You could
Okay.
have just brought that up to me and I could have made a whole cooking set.
Just leave it.
It's okay.
We're
Yes, but we want the cooking set to not explode when you try and make bacon and eggs in the morning.
Yeah.
It's not going to explode.
Yes.
we're busy gambling
Yeah.
without betting anything.
So 1 GP for a set of for a full set of cook's utensils.
Okay, I'm going to. Yeah, I'll float that. I'm not gonna keep track. Well, I'm not gonna add it to my inventory. I'm just gonna remove that and
And
then
just give it to her.
just give it to her. Yeah.
Okay. So Marigold now has a set of cooking utensils
and a nice wooden spoon.
and a nice wooden spoon.
I like to think it's a bigger one, like one
Yeah.
that you would whack somebody with if they were trying to take
Yeah.
like an extra.
Oh yeah, this is the kind of wooden spoon that Mama would wrap over your ass if you stole the last cookie in the cookie jar.
Yeah, exactly.
Good times. Good times.
Also, those cooking utensils, I'm okay with the price, but I'd like them slightly used so they don't look fresh.
He's like, okay.
That's
You know,
I want your filthiest looking.
Not your
cooking
filthiest.
utensils.
I just want them, not looking like they're brand spanking new, like this girl actually cooks for us.
Sounds like someone in this party needs to learn prestidigitation.
Ah.
Wish I had it.
Okay, never mind.
Do you have prestidigitation?
I do not have prestidigitation. I'll just be like, oh, she's new.
It's
just
We
it's
just
gonna
hired
look at
her.
You, it's just like you're buying new stuff, but
Yeah.
you want it used.
Never
They don't
mind.
sell used utensil.
Never mind. Sometimes you get lucky when you go to Value Village and you're like, oh, look at this pot. Oh, I can totally use this pot. We're going to have to soak it in bleach for a few hours, but I can totally use this pot.
So you get yourself a set of utensils for her.
Yep.
And then are you heading back, or is there anything else that you're picking up?
Is there anything else? I don't really need anything.
I don't think I actually need anything.
Yep.
Do we
makes
want
us
to get
sad.
rations for
Her. It's a 3-day ride. I've got 10.
Yeah.
I can spot her some of my rations.
Okay.
I'll purchase more rations.
Okay.
Just to...
And standard cost of rations.
Yep. How much are rations again?
The campaign's rations are 5 silver pieces per ration.
Per ration? I'll buy 3.
Okay. So you, to those of you who are playing cards, so roll me 5d20, and then order them whatever order you want.
Ah, yes. My favorite way to play.
It is a handy way to play, and it gives you some actual say in the matter.
Okay. How am I gonna... No. Do not roll as I tip this.
So you all signed up, or all laid up?
I'm working on it.
Okay.
Oh, no. You need to go down here because gambling. And actually, no, let's do this. Yes. Yes, that's how I'm gonna gamble. Okay.
You all set?
Yep.
Okay, first number.
19.
13.
Okay, you won first round. Second number.
13.
1.
Marigold takes second round. Third round.
16.
19.
You and Marigold tied for second round.
Oh.
Third round.
17.
Marigold takes third round. Last one.
19.
11.
Marigold takes last round.
She
Roll my
tripped
perception.
20?
Yes. Roll perception checks.
Marigold cheat. I'm so sad.
17.
13.
You don't know if she cheated or not.
I mean, it's fair. We weren't gambling, though.
Yeah.
At no point was anything bet.
There was never anything bet. But you're not sure whether she cheated or not.
I mean, nothing was bet, nothing was lost.
Yeah, so you don't really care either.
Yes.
And so as the other two come back in, it's like, you're back. I've been up at the floors with these two in gambling.
We didn't bet anything.
Are you
Put
a
these
hus-
on.
Oh, yeah. Clothes. For you.
Thanks. And she grabs them and just kind of like looks at them kind of odd. Walks over, goes into the closet. After a little bit, comes back out, just like, I wasn't gonna let you watch.
Also, I hand you the cooking utensils. Congratulations, a pat on the head. You're now our cook.
Okay, as I said before, can't guarantee if it's gonna be any good.
That's fine. You just need to sell it for 3 days.
And here's your extra
What are we
special.
selling?
You being our
Please
cook.
don't sell me. That's
That's slavery.
It's a turn of phrase. It means you're going to perform, you're going to act out. We just have to make it believable for 3 days.
okay.
Here's your very special wooden spoon. Keep it with you always.
She looks at it and flips it over, pulls out a knife, sharpens the back end to a spike, shoves the knife back in her belt.
Is that a knife from the cooking set?
Nope.
When did she have a knife? Did you give her a knife?
No?
She had a knife. Why is that surprising?
Why is it surprising that the street rat had something to defend herself
I thought
with?
she had like nothing on her. She just looked very
She
barren.
It's because she knows how to hide a weapon.
With those tattoos, girl knows how to take care of herself. And hair that you can't grab, girl knows how to take care of herself.
I know all about that. Great.
And yeah, Anna would know all about having hair that you can't grab. Polishing the scalp.
We're here till
Noon.
noon,
Noon.
and then we'll make our way down to the caravan.
And I'm gonna be invisible during that time, right?
Correct.
Good.
I'd offer you a ride on Dog,
Oh.
but you're all a bit big.
Are you calling me fat?
No, you're just bigger than me, because I have
That's
to look
everyone.
up at you. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I'm gonna assume that the caravan people won't know you. Like you're not well known amongst the caravan folk. So when you're with us on this caravan where you won't be invisible, it's gonna be like, oh, that's Marigold the so-and-so. Let's stab her.
As long as you're not caravanning from the Stonecolor clan, then we shouldn't be too bad.
Well, as far as I know, I don't think so.
Well,
Do you know a
Just read my
man?
notes
Do you
and
know?
work
Do you
for
know a
some-
dwarf who's bald and beardless?
There's about 7 of them. You're gonna have to be a bit more distinctive.
Do
than
you
that.
some Morik ring a bell?
Sorry, what was the name?
Morik.
I don't think I've stolen from him.
perfect.
Perfect.
Okay.
What? Also, sorry to cut you off real quick. What is the Stonecolor clan? What's their symbol?
The Stonecolor clan. Their symbol is essentially falling rocks.
Beware falling rocks. Got it.
Don't you usually have to worry about falling rocks?
Usually, but now we're going to pay extra attention to falling rocks.
Now, are you being metaphorical again? As in the
No.
symbol?
Yes, I mean the symbol is falling rocks. Therefore, we will beware falling rocks. I am learning 60% of my speech is metaphors.
Question for you, DM. Hunter's Mark. Can anyone else see it? Or is it hidden by invisibility too? It doesn't really say. But it's something that I know I've marked something.
I think that's only specific to you.
which is why I just want to confirm.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you use it on our invisible, I don't think it'll hold.
Yeah.
Float
Well,
over
no,
her.
Little
it's,
floaty arrow onto
Yeah.
an invisible spot.
Ding, ding.
no, it's just it's something I want to confirm. It doesn't sound like it, but
Just convince
because
Beanard to sit on her head, pretend to fly, and the mark can just follow Beanard.
Yeah.
I just wanted to confirm because I definitely want to know where.
I flavor it as like you can see it and anyone else can see it, but in a situation like this, it's like no. If your mark is invisible, your mark is invisible.
Perfect.
Like, we flared it before. It's like you put a mark on their head and they kind of look up and they just see this mark. And it's like, oh shit. But no, like if they're invisible, so is the mark.
Cool.
You'd still be able to track it.
No, and that's kind of my intention is
Yeah.
because every time she says, I'm going to be invisible, right? I don't trust her. Because I'm like, she's going to steal something, she's going to
But to be fair, as soon
pickpocket.
as she steals from one of us, drops concentration, she's no longer invisible.
She's not the one.
She's not the
concentrating on
one
it.
concentrating.
No.
She's the one concentrating to make sure that
Yeah.
Marigold
Marigold.
Marigold is invisible.
Yeah, but then she just has to drop concentration.
true.
If our purse
Yeah.
disappears, she drops concentration.
Yes,
See?
Yeah.
but it's a question of whether or not
She knows.
if she's going to pickpocket us, which seems like an incredibly bad idea,
Yeah.
or if she's going to pickpocket literally anyone else.
Which I've
Oh,
got
true.
no problem with.
Yeah.
Yes,
While
well,
invisible.
yes, it's just a matter of I want to know because I want to be able to throw this dwarf down a bus or under a bus or
Down
in
a
front of
bus.
us
Yeah.
if need be because she did something dumb. I don't want any surprises.
100%. That's super convenient having Hunter's Mark rather than me asking Bernard to try and follow her around.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Okay.
Right.
So the party's getting ready to venture forth then?
Yeah. We'll get ready to venture forth.
And we will leave for noon. I will cast Hunter's Mark.
How long does Hunter's Mark last?
Well, same duration as invisibility with
An hour.
concentration.
So an hour?
Yeah, I will leave it till the last possible moment.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
we're literally just about to step out.
We are both going, hey, followed by a.
Okay.
So that I can see cast Mark. I really don't care if she notices or not.
Can detect magic. Yeah, detect magic can usually detect it.
In invisible creatures, probably.
Yeah. Because I can cast that at will. That's also concentration.
You sense magic in the way you can use your action to see a faint aura on any. You can use your action to see a faint aura on any visible creature or
Yeah.
object in the area that bears magic, and you learn at School of Magic Effect. So if
Okay.
it's invisible, you cannot see it
Oh, okay.
because it specifically
Oh,
calls
so-
out.
Oh yeah,
visible
that's right.
creatures.
That's see invisibility. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I mean, that's fine.
Alrighty.
I'm riding dog up. Going to have my shield and lance ready. Unless there's a law against having your lance ready, and then
Roll me a wisdom check.
5.
No one's gonna care if I have my weapons out.
I reach out and I say, maybe you should put that back here because we don't need it right now. You don't want to scare the kids. You don't
I used to run out when
You
people had their
don't-
lances out.
want to scare the kids. The kids. Put your put your
Okay, are
lance
you
away.
talking about children or baby goats? Because you really emphasize the word kid.
Put your lance away, please, Sylvania, until we need it.
Fine. Can I have my shield out?
Sure. Show off that
Take a
shield.
No more.
Show it with pride.
Alrighty. So you cast your Hunter's Mark. You cast Invisibility. And almost immediately after, you feel another poke in your ribs.
Okay.
That's your
This
name.
time I know it was you.
And then, like a second or
Are
two
you talking
later,
to yourself?
from across the room, you hear, "No, it wasn't."
I can sense the Hunter's Mark. I know where you are.
Daylight's burning.
Let's go. I'm saying this to no one in particular, but everyone stay together. If we split up, I'll be very displeased.
You have advantage on Wisdom perception checks or survival checks to find it. It does not mean you always get to see it.
All right.
You simply have advantage, but since she has disadvantage she has advantage on stealth, and you have disadvantage on perception, which puts you at a straight roll for perception.
Okay, I don't know where she is at this particular juncture.
Oh. I thought it was like a constant glowy thing over her head.
Well, it is, but it's invisible.
Because he's invisible.
Yeah.
Because you cast invisibility on it.
Oh.
But
I thought
it's
you could like inherently. Never mind.
No, he has advantage on checks to find it, which means he doesn't have
Yeah.
disadvantage. But
Because of her
Yeah.
disadvantage sneak. Okay. Well, damn.
okay, so like you're standing there, like, are we going?
Yes, we're going.
no, we're staying.
That's just a terrible idea.
Well,
Let's
it's
go.
Already walking.
Invisible people first.
No.
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 Someone who's not invisible should be the one opening the doors.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this-
They
Anna
already
first.
have.
I'm going to say this casually, but maybe we should walk in silence. And then I'm gonna keep them open the door, and I'm gonna go.
I'm
So I'm
going
not
to
very good at the silence
concentrate
thing.
purposely on
You
making
don't
sure
have
I'm
to
the
be
last
silent,
person to leave
Sylvania.
the room.
Okay.
And I concentrate, and I'm well aware.
What did you roll?
19. Unless she can beat that, and that's without math.
Yeah. No, she kind of jabs you in the ribs, and you can hear like the footsteps pat 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 as she walks out.
I can't tell if she's flirting with me or just literally taking a jab at me every chance she gets. But she hasn't
She hasn't
stabbed
used
me
the knife yet.
So I am.
She did see you in your underwear.
I don't know if she noticed anything with me in my what I imagine to be just very flimsy boxers, but hey, who knows?
So as the party ventures up, okay. Okay.
She's stealing from everyone on the way up.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
poop.
Part of me wants to just roll multiple perceptions to see how many times I succeed in noticing her movements, if she's not staying with the group or not.
Roll me 5.
I'm okay with this. Am I ordering them again?
Just straight order.
16. Okay, I'm adding perception, right?
Yes.
The first one's a 19. This one's a 5. That one's a 9. That one's a 5. And that one's a 21.
Every once in a while, you lose track of where she is, but then after a little bit, like you're like focusing really hard on like where she is, and then it's like, oh no, there. That's I can see something there, and so you're able to.
Does she notably like stay in a similar-ish space, or is she notably like over there to the right, and then next time I lose her, and then next time I see her, she's over there to the left? Or has she, for the most part, when I've been focused on her,
For the
been
most part, she's been staying with the party. At one point in time, you are passing by a food stall, and you catch you don't even see her, but you watch an apple vanish.
Sure.
That would be a very awkward moment if you were like the stall guy and you saw that, just like.
Yeah.
The stall guy did not notice.
This bothers me not in the slightest. It was an apple.
I'm more imagining like Death Note, where it's like you see the apple picked up and just crunch.
Yeah.
crunch.
Crunch,
No,
crunch,
I mean,
crunch.
the apple vanishes because she's now holding it. But you make it up to the where you're meeting up with Mork, and as you get up there,
Do we see any fallen stones?
there are currently no falling rocks that you can see.
Do we notice the sigil of that clan?
On Mork,
Yes, I'm going to say because he's the person
Yeah.
we've decided to do business with.
roll me a perception check, or actually an investigation check, because you're walking, kind of looking around.
Oh.
Do you mind if I roll that as well?
Go for it.
I mean, I would hope someone who's
I like
not
rolling.
me is trying. because for the sake of that's a 2.
Also, Hunter's Mark is a first level spell, so roll me d20 for that.
I already did. It was a 15.
Okay.
I rolled a 10 for investigate.
Okay.
I rolled an 18.
16.
16. Also, Anna, you cast invisibility, so roll me a d20 for that as well.
Oh crap! On a stick. I rolled 2 invisibilities.
So
We got one for the last one, because that
Oh.
means you roll that.
Right, you did. Okay. Oh no, I'm all right.
Okay.
Whew.
As like we nat one, and it's like I cast invisibility, destroys the city. So as you go up, and you're kind of like taking a look around the wagon while you're waiting for more. You don't see any of the sigil of the Stonecaller or the Stonecaller clan.
Would have been even worse. Turn invisible, but you also turn your target into a plant. So it's just like.
An invisible plant.
Yeah.
Wait, Marigold?
That'd be easier, actually. It'd be easier to sneak her out that way.
Where are you,
Like, I'm carrying a
Marigold?
potted plant.
an invisible potted plant.
But I assume can't speak.
I'm just imagining it being like this, like not even like this little potted plant, but like the tree in the potted thing, like.
We turn her into a marigold.
Yeah.
Those are nice.
Okay. But you're standing there kind of waiting by the way, and then Morik walks up and also Marigold still invisible, or are you dropping that?
I wanna drop it. How does this work? Before Morik spots us.
We'll
like,
stop.
when we're-
We'll stop really quickly. I'll kind of like stand in the way.
Yeah, like but as we're coming up on the caravan thing.
I'm tall enough. I bring Kay in close to kind of like make
Discreetly.
quick like a little shield,
Yeah.
and then
Line of bodies.
body line.
Okay.
You know, sober shield, whatever you want to call it.
Okay. So you make a barricade-ish around Marigold and drop invisibility.
Yeah, I see
on
no
her.
one's like looking around and snap, snap, snap.
And so Marigold is now standing there, and
Yeah.
she's like, "Oh shit, invisible!" And grabs her hood and kind of tucks it up, and
Yeah.
takes the last bite of an apple and looks for somewhere to toss it.
Remember, you're our cook. We just hired you 2 days ago.
Do we have cooking supplies?
I gave
Yes.
you cooking
You
supplies.
gave me utensils.
I gave you cooking utensils.
I'm talking about things to cook.
We have rations.
Do we
We
have
have
pots?
options. It's fine. It's fine.
If you say so. Morg walks up. And... Yep.
Yep.
Yep. We have a 5th member coming with us, but don't worry, she is not part of.
She's no extra charge.
She's no extra charge.
And he kind of narrows his eyes at you as you're like, at no extra charge, like,
She's here to make
as
us
long as she's-
food.
Yeah, she's here just to feed us. That's it. Helping out.
even if they're a dwarf, it's still cannibalism.
No,
We're not killing her.
we're not killing her to eat.
Not that kind of eat.
We're doing a favor for a friend. They're letting us take they're letting us take their wayward daughter with us, and we're to teach her a little bit of the ways of the world. And we've decided to bring her on as a cook.
I'm just gonna roll to see if he recognizes Marigold.
Even with her hood up.
Thanks to you guys getting her new clothes that cover up the tattoos, he does not recognize her.
Fuck yes.
He had to roll with disadvantage because she's now in a very different wardrobe than he'd ever seen her in.
Yeah.
And he nat 20 the first roll.
Oh no.
Disadvantage for the win.
Win.
Yup, that could have been interesting.
Yeah.
This is fine.
This is fine.
Just because he recognized her doesn't mean he didn't like her.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean he did. But so the group gathers up and starts venturing towards Ithamir. So I want everyone to roll me perception checks for the first leg.
Oh.
Okay, damn it.
7.
Mother
11.
Not 1.
I rolled a 7.
We were real paying
We
attention.
were real not paying
Was
attention.
dog from like taking off her leg last night was kind of like wobbly a little bit. And I was like
Yeah, you
trying to
didn't realign
fix
the
it while I was
leg,
going.
Apparently, I'm only watching our friend Marigold.
So the day goes along, and you don't. Nothing out of the ordinary happens. It's fairly calm day, thankfully. And as night rolls in, Mort kind of like moves a couple of the boxes in his cart and kind of lays down his bedroll in his cart, just kind of lays in there to go to sleep. It's like, you got watch for the night.
You betcha, boss.
So who's taking first,
I'll take first
second,
watch.
third, fourth watch?
I'll take second.
Wake me up halfway through. I can take the other two.
Set up
Unless-
my tent.
Yeah.
With my
And-
bedroll.
So it's like, no, you get to tinker or sleep, whichever it is you do.
Tinker. Well, I sleep. No.
Tinker. Sleep tinker. Yeah.
Do a bit of tinkering and then sleeping.
I'm not actually gonna set up my tent. I'm just gonna sit at the wheel of the wagon.
Okay.
Since I'm just going into a trance. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's not a terribly cold night. It's a little on the chill side, but not terribly so. Sorry, who was that taking first watch? That
That's
was you. Okay, roll me your perception checks.
14.
14. The night carries on for your couple of hours. You notice a couple of squirrels like prattling back and forth and like scampering around through the brush. At one point, you watch the squirrel. It basically runs up the tree, stops, spins around, looking down the tree, and then out of nowhere, just an owl just swoops by and snags it.
Rip.
But your watch comes and goes without issue. That puts us to Anna.
It's me.
How are you waking Anna up?
Anna.
Okay. Came up. Worst alarm clock ever.
I haven't woken you up like that in weeks.
I know. It was so nice.
Firefly. And taking my watch against a tree.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna patrol the caravan actually.
Okay.
That way.
Roll your perception check.
That was better. Modified 20.
Modified
Yeah.
Nice.
20. Oh, okay.
Nice.
When your watch first started, there was a few clouds in the sky, but over the course of your watch, it clears out, and looking up, you see nice bright moon in the sky at the moment, so it's providing a fair bit of light. And your firefly, you're kind of like weaving in and out of the trees, making sure to not actually land it on the trees.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And at one point in time, you spot some actual fireflies. And a few of them start trailing after the one that you've created.
I bring my firefly closer so I can catch them. Fools.
So you're sitting there, you have your firefly kind of like fly over and like circling around you. Make me a dexterity check.
Yeah. 7. I'll never catch a firefly.
No.
You like snap your hand to try and catch one, and as soon as you start moving, they all just scatter.
Yeah.
Oh.
Never yet.
But your watch comes and goes aside from that without issue.
I'll wake up. Yeah.
It's me now.
It's your turn.
Okay.
Thanks, friend.
Nope, no problem. I'm also gonna get up and go for a little walk around.
Okay, roll me a perception check.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. As you're walking around, at one point in time, you hear some rustling in the bushes, just off to the left of where your caravan is parked.
I go investigate.
Okay, roll me a investigation check.
11.
11. Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy! Oh yay! 19.
19. You walk up and like as you like pull the bush aside, a raccoon like leaps, and you bring it to your arm and that just like gets on your arm and like launch itself off your arm up and over you and then it scampers off.
Bloody raccoons! And then I'm just gonna go.
I was half expecting a panicked Eldritch Blast.
So was I.
Eldritch Blast!
No, if I see that it's a raccoon, I won't Eldritch Blast it. I'll just If I didn't know what it was, maybe I would have. So, but, yeah, no. I'm just going to go back and continue with my patrol and just, like, hang out until morning.
Okay. Were you waking up Sylvania for the last one, or no?
Sylvania, I don't need to go back to sleep, but do you want to get up and help watch with me?
Sure.
Okay. So both of you roll me a perception check for the last one.
No, I'm bugging
21.
because I rolled a natural 1.
That's okay.
So you're constantly like pulling out things like, oh, look at this, and Theo's just kind of like sitting there, just staring off.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Where'd you learn your magic?
I didn't learn yet. It is a long story. Don't worry about it.
Now I want to know about it, and I'm worrying about it.
Let us unpack this baggage, shall we?
I wasn't really able to do magic until a while ago.
Well, that's how it usually works. Don't you learn it at some point?
Sometimes.
So how'd you learn?
This and that
Are
happened.
you one of those ones that made a deal with a demon?
No. I did not make a deal with a demon.
Devil.
Definitely not a devil.
Angel.
You're not here.
Wait. That kid's from the Fae. Is that part of the contract? Did you make a contract with the Fae?
No, I met him like a few weeks ago.
A month and a half
Oh,
ago.
yeah, a month ago.
Well, you said you learned them recently.
Not that recently.
Okay, so it's not part of your contract with the Fae.
Definitely not a contract with the Fae, no.
Well, those are all the contracts I know of.
Do you see this? You see this? And I pull and I show the chain wrapped around my hand. This makes it so I can use magic. I can't take it off. I've tried a million times.
Can I try?
I suppose you can try.
No,
But I don't-
And
God.
off with Theo's arm.
I don't.
But
But
the K was the one who
I
did the
don't.
prosthetic.
Don't actually take off my arm, and don't use a blowtorch, or a
I don't
cutter,
know what that is.
or a hacksaw, or anything.
I'm going to tinker with it. What do I roll?
I'm afraid.
Try to use like my thieves' tools to like unlock it or something.
Well, there's no lock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Roll me a dexterity check.
it's wrapped tightly around my arm.
22 with a natural 20.
Holy shit.
I might not see anything because I'm distracted, but I want
Yeah.
that to try to help.
That is what you were distracted by.
Yeah, you're
The
sitting there
rest
and
of the
trying
world
to
doesn't matter. This chain
Yeah, you're
is
sitting
so...
there trying to manipulate it.
Just come in the night and
like,
kill us.
you like
Steal
pull like the
this
chain
thing.
partway away, but then the moment you let go, it like shifts back into place. And because it's like entwined and wrapped around, like you can't act. There's no point where you can just like grab all of them and pull it off. But it keeps as whenever you move away from it, it just shifts itself back into place. And as you're like trying to pull it, like the resistance creates. It's like, oh well, I have to move this chain over here to alleviate the resistance, and it just moves back into place.
Might need more hands.
Well-
Conveniently, I have a blueprint for those.
Well, if you want to keep trying, I guess I won't stop you. Just again, don't hack off my arm.
Just
use
when
a
I
cutter.
create K's arm, just create 2 more, so I have like 4 arms.
Except the prosthetic arms can only be used on a creature that is missing an arm.
Down.
It does have the caveat, so you cannot be a 37-armed individual.
Hey!
But to answer your
I'm really
question-
happy we're removing my arm and we're planning for it now.
This is how I use magic. And I pull my sleeve back over.
You sure it wasn't a demon?
Fairly. Well. No, yes, I'm fairly certain it wasn't a demon.
Well, what was it?
I'm not entirely sure myself.
Today the party learned.
It's still a little fuzzy for me too.
Short-term memory loss. I was telling you about that.
Yes. Yes. Short-term memory loss.
Hey, look, the sun's coming
It doesn't
up.
really matter much though because my abilities have helped us, so I'll take it for now.
So as the sun is coming up, and as the sun comes up, you note that Marigold is already up, and she goes and starts jabbing Kay. It's like, I need food to cook. Get me some food to cook.
Like,
I
reaches into his bag, hands her, like, some rations.
Except rations are all like dried meats and stuff like dried meats and veg and all that. So if you're expecting her to cook, she's not going to be cooking with pre-preserved. You don't go and cook jerky after it's been made into jerky.
I mean, I wasn't the one that told her that she was the cook. Let me see what I have
Yeah,
in
but you're
my...
the one with the bow.
She wants you to go hunt.
Gets up. Do I still see squirrels around?
Roll me a perception check.
It's 11.
11? You can spot a couple.
Cool. I mean, I guess I'm gonna go shoot some squirrels.
Actually, roll me a survival check.
21.
21? You go hunting some squirrels. You spot a few of them around. As you go in, you manage to snag a couple. And while you're at it, you also spot a couple of rabbits, which you're also able to snag, and some berries and stuff like that. And so you bring back an assorted hodgepodge of miscellaneous wildlife.
Here.
Oh, good. Takes it and...
I guess I'm up now.
You're up now.
So I'm going to tidy up my bedroll and my tent and shenanigans. And
Okay, and roll me d20.
fucking finally.
Should go hunting every morning.
Yeah,
Apparently,
It's a 13,
morning.
by the way.
Okay.
Oh.
That's
Morning.
what I was waiting for. It's like, what
Yeah.
did you actually get? Because keep in mind, the DC changes as things go.
Yes.
Morning
well,
exercise helps keep it at bay.
Sure it does. You know what else would keep it at bay? The lack of my arm.
We'll get
I've
there.
started to put together like a spinning blade contraption. Just
Slowly started to like put parts of it together. Like, what do I have on my persons at the moment? Well, we can build these things. Not all of it, just some of it.
So the... she is going to try and cook the food.
This is gonna be hilarious.
So she makes a... Like, she tries to fry up the squirrels and rabbits and such that you had brought back, and it's edible. Wouldn't say it's good.
Anna loves it.
Everyone has.
This is Anna's cooking.
So good.
Everyone starts somewhere.
Kay is literally just going to consume his rations right now.
He's just like, I could eat that. But jerky. Jerky. Okay.
I pick up one of the parts of rabbit and go like, "What is this?"
Well, it used to be rabbit.
Brilliant.
As I said, it's edible,
Yeah.
but it is definitely not good.
I was sitting there, just like tasting in my mouth, just look at her and be like, "We could make a cook out of you."
Alrighty. So I need everyone to roll me perception checks for the second day.
Good duck.
Fuck a duck indeed.
21.
5.
13.
3.
3.
Apparently, I was the observant. This is what happens when Kay gets up in the morning.
Hey, I found a raccoon last night.
He doesn't.
Too bad he couldn't find it this morning.
His
No.
bones don't grow. He gets breakfast for everyone. He's painfully aware of everything that is currently going on.
That's good.
Okay, just a moment.
Just a moment.
Just a
Oh
moment.
no.
3. 2,
That's not a moment.
1. It's multiple moments.
I don't think moments were seconds.
Moments are a indisclosed chunk of time.
So we're all right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey.
Yes.
None of us are wrong.
Alrighty. So as
Excuse me.
You start traveling along, and you end up coming across one area because you're still traveling through like the last leg of the mountains, essentially.
We're in the
coming out-
Dwarven territory. We're still in the Dwarven territory.
Yeah, you're just coming out through the end here, and the rest of you don't hear it. Actually, what was your
No.
3.
3? And then Annie, you had what?
13.
13? Yeah, the rest of you don't hear, but Kay, you do. And so does Marigold. You hear this. And
Guys, we're about to be attacked by goblins.
Those sound like goblins. Or kobolds.
Well, I mean, it's my guess. We're about to be attacked.
and so I would like everyone to roll me initiative.
Yeah. Boom.
Our tablet doesn't just appear to want to turn on.
I know. Hang on.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
It's just showing the power.
Yeah. It's because it's.
Gray button.
Gray button holding it down.
Oh, okay.
Turn on.
It's
There
not
we
a
go.
terrible initiative
Powered
for
by.
actually noticing and warning everyone that we're about to be attacked.
Very good.
Yeah, no, our tablet's not turning
Since
on.
we got warning, do I have time to cast a spell
Can I
before
see-
we end up fighting?
Tablet?
It's okay, we've got a second one.
Okay. I'm not sure if that one's logged into Roll20 though.
Oh
We'll
no!
find out.
Oh no!
In the meantime,
There, it's turning on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it goes there, but then it goes somewhere.
It goes to here?
It goes
It goes
there,
and
then
it goes to power.
And then it goes
It just
power.
tells us what the power is. That's what it has been doing anyway.
Yeah.
Do do do.
Technical difficulties!
Technical difficulties. Please stand by.
This one's not signed in.
Sign in.
It's starting.
Oh, there we go.
cool. All right.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I want that. And I need to grab your characters. Do, 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 do.
Everybody was warned about combat.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You're all welcome.
Look at you doing your job.
Hunting, noticing when we're about to be attacked. Jeez, I'm so good.
Such a good ranger.
Yeah, I'm the bestest ranger. Until I inevitably interact with another artifact of some kind again and make something crazy happen. Oh, that could be fun too. Interact
think
with
it's
other
gonna log in.
another artifact. It's like weird.
Also, I need
Touch
to
it with the other arm. Like something crazy happens to both.
Yep. It's either that or touch
think
it with
it's
the,
the other
touch it
one.
with the animatronic arm. Becomes a real arm.
Be cool.
Well then. Fancy.
At least your arm's not turning into like a deer hoof. You lose your opposable thumb. That would
there
really
we go.
suck.
Yes. I mean, I don't know. My bones growing spines is not ideal.
Campaign.
Better than a deer hoof.
You look like
Prob-
a
I mean, it. We
Also,
still have the same
Sylvania,
problem.
I will need to. I'm making a note that I need to, now that I actually have your final art 2, to make a Sylvania token.
Oh, she's a little
Is
bit ready for
Zugink
this fight.
suddenly back?
Pardon?
Is Zugink suddenly back?
Nope.
No.
You are just a very bright red-haired gnome at the moment. Do. And I need.
Oh yeah, because you have those like billion tokens.
I do.
We're gonna end our session off with a combat. I'm assuming.
Theoretically. So as the... Here.
Yep, that one.
So off to the right-hand side of the road,
Perfect.
it's a cliff.
Oh yay!
There's a stone fence along the edge to make sure that people don't just accidentally just stumble off as easily. Yeah, so a bunch of goblins come rushing out. There's a small hole in the rock, and they'll just come like barreling out.
Fucking goblins.
And so our initiative. Okay, what did you have?
15.
Anna.
17.
Kay was at 15. Theo.
9.
Sylvania.
18. Is there a cow pulling our cart?
It's a bowl, but yes.
Okay.
18, and then I need the goblins. And is alrighty. So Sylvania, you start off.
Okay. So I have my lance out. Because I'm not being told to put it away out here, I assume.
Nope.
So I'm on dog, and I get dog to like sprint right in. I'm ready to go.
Okay.
Do I do not have control on that token. Yeah.
I am fixing that right now.
Zap. One.
Yeah, you should have control Sylvania now.
Hit that one.
Okay, so I'm sprinting ahead, and then
Doesn't dog take its turn after yours?
I thought we considered it was being like a controlled mount. So
Yeah,
it
which
was
takes
for
its turn after yours.
me. Controlled mounts during yours.
Well, your thing specifically, like yours is specifically after. It specifically states for your beast thing that it takes its turn after yours.
I thought we said we
I
were
mentioned-
using it a controlled mount so that.
But
You would
I
actually
mentioned with there is like you'd have to like ready an action to do a thing, and then make it use its movement, and then you.
Oh, I thought that's if we made it a smart mount.
No, that was as it was. We'll run with that for this round, and then we'll take a look at it after.
Okay. I'm confused then.
Basically, you can ready to play or ready your attack to like I'm going to attack something once I'm in range, and then it runs up, and as soon as it's in range, you hit.
Oh wait, but it goes right after me, so I can
Yeah.
do that anyway. But wait, that uses my reaction though, and I can use reactions for good things.
And there's the crux.
Yeah, there was downsides to using your battle mount or your battle creature as a mount. And that only counts on turns that it's moving as well. If you're in the thick of things and not moving, then you don't have to wait for it to make its thing.
So what are we doing right now?
Are you readying your action to hit something? What are you doing?
Yeah, I guess I'm readying my action to hit something once it's in range.
Okay. And then what is the movement of your doggo?
40
Okay.
feet.
40 feet. Okay.
I'm telling him to sprint though, or dash.
Dash. Yep. And that was the other reason why like it costs reactions. You can make it dash and then you still use an attack. kind of
Yeah.
thing.
That's how normal mount works though.
Is it?
Yes.
We'll take a look
Yeah.
more of a look at it.
Okay. So that was 10. So on the next turn, because then it's Doggo's turn, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and that should be 10 feet away from that goblin. I can. The little L of goblins, the one in the top right. I can't seem to.
You're trying to hit that one?
Hang.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so it's in range. And I'm going to swing with Lance.
Yeah, because Lance has reach.
Ooh, I'm pretty sure that hits because that is a 24.
That hits. Okay, roll me your damage.
That is plus 11 damage.
The goblin like looks up as you just bring the lance out across and poof, and just KO that goblin. Just flat.
And that was 25 movement. So dog comes back, bringing me back here.
Okay.
And then that will be the end of dog's turn.
Okay. That puts us on to Anna. Go forth and kill the goblin kin.
Jeez Louise, why are we always so murdery?
I'm gonna step up and say in Goblin, like, there is no need for anyone else to die!
Are you trying to persuade them or intimidate them?
I'm trying to persuade
Roll
them.
me your persuasion. With disadvantage because you just killed one of their kin.
Yeah, I'm really hoping I was gonna go first. Oh, fuck a duck, fuck a...
You know
Oh,
how rarely I get to use this lance?
burns 9.
Stupid disadvantage, that sucks.
Throw some jazz hands in there.
You hear them scream back in Goblin. The pink thing speaks our tongue. Kill it.
I've used all my actions to talk.
Isn't
It's
talking
free.
a bonus for a free action?
You only have a 6-second
Yeah,
thing where you
alright.
can yell. So,
Okay, fucking works for me.
are you doing any actions?
Uh,
That's a free action to
oh.
talk.
fuck yes. A reluctant frost wasp.
Reluctant frost wasp.
Right beside the one that
That one?
still there we go. Bada bing, bada boom.
Reluctant frost wasp.
Oh crap on a stick. Does a 12 hit?
A 12 does not hit.
But there's still the AoE
Yeah,
explosion.
there's still
there's
the
the
AoE
AoE
explosion.
So roll damage for the AoE explosion. So you pull this little frozen net to
2.
wasp, whip it into the group of goblins,
And these jerk faces eat 4 damage.
4 damage apiece.
Yeah.
Do they make a dex save on that for half
Oh,
damage?
hey, that's a great question. Frostwolf. Each creature. Oh yeah, make that dex throw.
What is your
And
spell
the
save
DC
It doesn't matter, they
is.
both failed.
Okay.
I got a 2 and a 3.
Oh
All right.
god.
Okay, so they both take 4 damage. Okay. That puts us to their turn. This first one here is going to step forward and try and shank you with its knife. And it fails miserably.
Lovely.
Um,
Oh, I'm gonna roll my 20 for Frost Wasp. Nope.
and the second, and then it is going to disengage and move back up against the rocks. Second one is going to run up and take a swing at you because you also hit it with Frost Wasp, and it's also going to miss. That was a 3. At which point it's going to disengage and back up.
Just matrixing.
Yeah, it basically runs up, swings its knife, misses, and like, ah, shit! Scampers back. Okay. Also, actually, roll me a d20 for your
Did
Frost
yeah.
Wasp.
It was not the cool
not a
thing.
1?
Not a
Okay.
1.
It was not the cool thing, turning someone into a potted plant.
Yeah.
Shrinking K again.
Everyone moved, so I can't have fun with my Hail of Thorns. So I'm gonna attack. Well, I'm gonna Hunter's Mark that one.
Okay.
Didn't fail.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack it with my bow. Does the 15 hit?
Yes.
Cool. And then I'm going to do. Then I'm going to calculate damage.
I don't think it's capable of surviving this hit.
We'll
Yeah.
find out nonetheless.
Because you have Hunter's Mark on it, which means it gets minimum 1. plus your dex score, plus a minimum 1 damage from...
He gets 10.
Yeah, you hit this thing in the head and pin it to the rock.
That's awesome. Also really sad.
Hey, I
No,
could
it's
have
like,
ended.
this is awesome, and it's like, oh.
I could have just ended it very quickly for all of them. If they were all bundled together, I would have just done a hail of thorns. It would have exploded, and they all would have been dead.
Lucky you. You get to save your spell slot.
Yeah.
So sorry.
I mean, I still use
He's
Hunter's
still-
Mark, so I'm still gonna move it.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, you can move it on your next turn, because you used your bonus action already. Okay. Marigold is... she needs a token. D&D's tokens... I do not have any good
Just pick a flower.
tokens for
Yeah.
her.
It's fine. We just need one to represent this moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. It has hair, unfortunately, but that's fine.
So big.
Jeez.
So big. She's so big. Oh my god, you guys.
She's actually a giant creature.
All I
Yeah.
wanna do
What?
is see you turn into
A giant woman. A giant woman.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's going to rush forward,
Holy shit, brave girl.
and that is going to be a hit. As she pulls out a dagger, and it'll shook. And there's, and it's just that moment of shook, and the other goblin that had been hit with frost wasps is now dead. And that is her turn. Thea.
I'm gonna aim at the closest of the two remaining, and I'm gonna shoot Eldritch Blast at it.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Okay, double those damage dice, and let's see this thing hit.
10. Hit it for 20 damage.
Well, you roll 2 dice. It's not like double the number of dice you roll.
You can still roll a 12.
I did 19. 19 damage.
Plus your
Plus-
percentage you have to...
Oh yeah, also plus 2, so 21.
Boom!
So,
Exploding goblin.
There's a goblin standing there,
And then there is.
and then there's not.
As I shoot that thing, I go, "You are supposed to be a cock! Bad girl!"
So you're yelling at Marigold, like, why is the goblin supposed to be a cook?
No.
What kind of damage does Eldritch Blast do? Force
Eldritch
damage?
Blast is force damage,
Yes,
yeah.
the Eldritch Blast just flies forward, like, and it kind of curves up as it hits the goblin, and just like takes the goblin up and off
Oh no.
out of distance.
Yeah.
Team Rocket's blasting off again. The last goblin, who is going to take his turn,
I'm gonna run.
and he is going to attempt to scamper up the cliff.
Attempt to scamper up the cliff.
I don't think goblins have a climbing speed.
No, I don't think
No,
they do.
no, they do not. So it is going to athletics check to try and. You see it turn and just like trying to like claw its way up. It is going nowhere. It got a 6 on its athletics check.
Oh no.
That puts us back to the top of the round, Sylvania.
Okay, holding an action. And then dog. Dashing over and taking a swing.
Okay, roll the hit.
That is a 22.
That is going to hit.
Where's there?
I think anything but one is dead.
And that is almost max damage, which was more than last time, so that's 12 damage.
Yeah, you just walk up, just like you roll the lance out and just charge up, and you feel the lance hit the rock behind the other side of the goblin, just like. But yes, that goblin is dead. Says the goblins are very quickly dealt with and dispatched.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
Well, we proved we were worth our the coin we're being paid.
We're worth our weight in
Did
How
you
you
catch
do-
that, Mork?
Yeah, how you doing, Mork?
You see Morg sitting in the thing. He's like slowly loading like a heavy crossbow. It's like, sets it down and seat beside him.
Good.
Fine.
That's good.
And that's tonight's session.
Yeah.
Eviscerating goblins.
Obliterating a small pack of goblins.
Yeah. I didn't cast obliterate. I cast an eldritch blast.
I don't think the goblin could tell the difference.
Why do they always fight?
They're goblins. They don't know. They don't know better.
Stupid.
They know 2 words.
Meat
Meat
and kill.
and yeah.
Well, they said many more words than that. They said
Yeah.
the pink one.
Yeah.
Knows our tongue. Kill it.
Speaks our language. Kill it.
Not that I understood it. But that.
Give me thing.
But anyways, that was fun.
Okay. But yeah, you currently have a tag along.
Hey, her name is Marigold.
Mm-hmm.
She's not being a very good, convincing cook right now. Let me tell you that.
I mean, we didn't really.
We didn't say she couldn't fight.
I
And
suppose.
based on your terminology, she's a daughter of a friend who we decided to take on adventuring.
Yeah.
And specifically, we've asked her to cook. That
Yeah.
doesn't mean she can't adventure
Yeah.
with us.
It
Yeah.
also doesn't mean that she was ever taught to cook in the first
Yeah.
place.
My cover story sufficiently allowed it so that if she chose to backtalk us, there was a fucking reason.
I mean, also, it helps that, hey, if she wants to take part in combat and murder things,
At least she used the knife and not the spoon.
that would have been a little gross.
No.
Just a little.
Just
a little.
bang.
Ding.
No, don't you
We need
remember
to get
she
her a
sharpened the back
pan.
end of the spoon?
Oh yes.
Ding.
We need to get her a pan.
Get her a pan. Oh.
Frying pan.
Actually, a good cast iron pan will kill a lot of things.
Oh yeah. Something you're reminded of Takahata 101's campaign that he's in with Monty Glue. One
Yeah.
of the NPCs that they have in their campaign is Kiwi. He's a Kiwi Kenku.
Oh boy.
So basically this just little ball of fluff with a long beak. And they have determined that he's probably a barbarian,
Oh god.
and his only proficiency is frying pan.
Oh no!
Because on several occasions he has gone into combat wielding nothing but a frying pan and beat the shit out of it.
Oh my god.
Well, that's a
And
weapon of choice.
It is a glorious thing. But we will be back next week
Yeah.
with the start of
Oh my god.
Miss Wolfinger's campaign.
Yay!
Yay!
Come to my dumpster fire.
It'll be fine.
I am a player in that
I
campaign.
believe
That's why I said dumpster fire.
You just gotta remember.
We'll be watching.
Sometimes
Sometimes rocks fall and
sometimes
players die.
you gotta punch the chaotic player in the dick with a chest gnome.
Yeah, I like that.
It's not the chaotic player, it's the greedy one that you punch in the dick with the cock gnome.
Sometimes a chaotic player could also use a cock punch by a chest gnome.
Sometimes rocks
I'll make
fall
a
and
note.
players
So,
die.
yeah, sometimes rocks fall on players' heads.
That'd be
Sometimes
nice.
the anvil of God falls on players'
sometimes
heads.
rocks fall in very inconvenient circumstances.
Nice.
Yep.
What the hell? We weren't even in the mountains. We were under the sea. How did this happen?
It's like, I'm on a boat in the middle of nowhere. How the fuck did I get hit with rocks?
Yeah, exactly. It's not even
Where did
cannonball
this boulder
shape.
come
What is
from?
this?
It's so good.
There was a giant on a ship just over that way that threw this away as he tried.
Yeah. Oh, there's a message on this one. Oh, stop being a fuckwad. Huh. Signed God. Huh.
Stop it. Alrighty. But we'll be, Wolf for Severity will have a session next week. So, yay. But have yourselves a great night. This is all of us here at Wolf for Severity. Clocking the fuck out.
Bye.
Night.
Bye.